Well, here we are. The end. Welcome everybody to Tales on Tap. A place where a group of really good friends get together weekly to play Dungeons and Dragons. And we've been doing so tirelessly for nearly 2 years. Journeying forth into this epic campaign that has brought us closer than ever. And we're here tonight to share with you the finale of the Fallen campaign. We hope that you're doing well. Thank you, firstly, for coming and joining us tonight. Because tonight is going to be one hell of a show. It's going to be emotional. There will be tears. Now, whether that's because I kill all the characters or whether it's because there's emotional moments, who knows? You'll just have to stick around and find out. But talking of characters and players, why don't we say hello? Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep.
How are we all doing?
Hi.
Oh, fuck
Doing
you.
very well. Very excited. Very confident.
Scared, but you know, I'm sure it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Nothing.
I don't want to do this.
Nothing bad
I
ever
don't want to
happens.
do this. I want to.
Nothing
I want to go
bad
to bed.
will happen. Or so we hope. Well, as you can all see at home, Tales on Tap crew scrub up quite well, don't we? Look at us all.
So. Look at us all.
We've all made such a nice effort.
Every single one of us.
We've all taken time to ensure that tonight we're ready and we look our best. And this is the thing, Dan. Doesn't matter what you wear, you always
You
look your
always
best.
look your best.
Look at you, man.
Couldn't agree more.
Don't
Make
hit
him
me
blush.
with my t-shirt.
Here's looking at you, kid.
So, let's get into tonight's session. But before we do, as always, there is a few announcements. And the first one I want to make is about our proud sponsor, Valkyrie RPG. Now, Valkyrie RPG have been with us from the very beginning. Since we went live, they took a chance on us when realistically they had no reason to. We had very low viewership. We hadn't even pushed the live button, and these wonderful people at Valkyrie RPG took a chance on us and said that they would happily sponsor the show. And because of them, we've not only ran some very successful giveaways throughout the time of streaming, but we've been able to tell you guys all about their wonderful products. So head to Valkyrie RPG, so it's valkyrie-rpg.co.uk, and have a look around on their website. They have some incredible stuff. Not only do they have dice and dice trays, but they have source books, they have apparel, they have so many cool things. So please, 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 if there's anything that I ask of you guys tonight other than sticking with us through this entire finale, is once it's done, head over to their website and take a look around. They've got some truly amazing things. And when you do, if you do decide to purchase something, use Tales10 at checkout and you'll get 10% off anything you buy on the website. Apart from subscription packs, because they're heavily discounted already, but please make sure you go and check them out. They've been with us from the start, and they will continue to be with us long into the future. Now, what does that future look like, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did, because over the next few weeks, we've got some very exciting things coming your way. Next week, we have another finale. If you've been with us through the Spelljammer campaign, the finale of that is next week. It is definitely next week, right?
It's definitely next week. I'm not going to the hospital again. It's definitely next week.
Definitely going to be next week. So please make sure you come and tune in next week as well for that. Beyond that, we have a very, very special 4-part campaign coming, which is brought to you by Dan, who is stepping into the Dungeonmaster's chair for the first time on the channel, and the first time ever. So not only is he stepping into the chair for the first time around a table, it's going to be the first time ever, and it's going to be live. Now, that campaign is special because we are being sponsored for that stream by Level Up Advanced 5th Edition.
Yeah.
Now, that's a whole new system that's based on 5e, that brings a whole new different way of playing. It gives characters a lot more they can do and brings in a different rule sets, including hero die and other things like that. So it's definitely worth watching. And if anything, just come and support Dan in his first venture of DMing and bring all the love and support that you typically bring to this channel in heaps and droves, and come and support him in his first venture. And beyond that, well, we'll just have to wait and see. As always, you can catch all of our VODs over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is down below as well. So just make sure you go and click follow and subscribe and turn the notification bell there, because if you do miss a week, then don't worry, because sometime between that and the next live showing, we do typically put them on our YouTube channel, so it's definitely somewhere to go. And then once the finale's done here, if you want to rewatch any of the campaign, want to relive some of the epic moments that we've shared here at Tales on Tap over the last 18 months, then make sure you go onto our VODs and check them out. All our other social links are down below as well. We're on X, Twitter, same thing, Instagram, we're on TikTok, there's Facebook pages. The Discord link's down there as well, so if you want more of us, then head down there. Click follow, join all of our communities, and you'll be up to date with everything Tales on Tap. There are other important things that I'm sure we're all waiting to announce, but we've come here for a reason. We want to get into tonight's finale, guys, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You ready?
Oh,
I'm getting emotional already. Let's go.
There's a very important question that we've been getting asked ever since we went live, because for those of you that have been with us since the beginning, you'll know that we actually started going live a little bit into the campaign. We'd already been playing this campaign behind closed doors for 9 months, and a lot of you have always been asking, like, what happened? What the hell happened before we saw you guys live? Well, have no fear, because tonight, for the first time ever, I'm going to recap the entirety of the Fallen campaign. So get yourselves comfortable, because this is not going to be quick. Well, here we are, friends, at our journey's end, and what a journey it has been. Most of you here have joined us at various parts throughout our time here with the Fallen, and most of you, I'm sure, have their favourite memories of our group. But what a lot of you don't know is how it all began. Well, as I say, get comfortable, friends, as I tell you of the Fallen and everything that has led them to this point. In the mystical land of Faerun, where destinies entwine and heroes rise from the shadows, there emerged a tale of epic proportions. A tale of a group of unlikely heroes, known as the Fallen. For 18 months now, these brave adventurers forged their destinies, journeying across a world both familiar and changed, in a campaign that's been deeply rooted in the tapestry of the Horde of the Dragon Queen, yet twisted and enriched through the art of homebrew creation. Our story began in a quaint village of Lakeside in the southern reaches of Faerun, where a group of heroes gathered, united by fate, it seems. Jove, the indomitable half-orc barbarian, Clovis, the enigmatic half-elf sorcerer, Feathers, the mysterious owlin warlock, and 2 other adventurers that you likely don't know of. Vito, the devout dragonborn cleric, and Sen, the unyielding warforged fighter. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey that would alter the very course of history. Their path initially led them north to Greenest, where the shadow of the cult of the dragon loomed large. In a blaze of courage, they defended the town. Their first act of valor, it would seem, though not their last. It was here that it was discovered that the cult had hired Clovis prior to the group's meeting. He was to report back on Sen. It seemed that the cult had an interest in the Warforged, Clovis, knowing that he'd been betrayed himself, turned and pledged himself to the group from that day forth. An epic battle ensued, and Sen was challenged to single combat, though the scales tipped not in the group's favour. When the dust settled, the group ventured south, unravelling the cult's sinister plans, liberating prisoners from a fortified encampment, and rescuing a soon-to-be friend by the name of Leosin, a member of the Harpers who had been tracking the cult and shared a similar desire to see them perish. The group then found themselves in a dragon hatchery, deep underground, in a cave system dripping and sweating in muck. It was there that unlikely bond formed with Zayla, the newly hatched and majestic young blue dragon, and the fiery, dragon-hating half-orc Jove. Upon exiting the dragon hatchery, the group caught their first glimpse of the sheer power some of the cult members had. As they witnessed Frulam Mondarth shoot a full-grown blue dragon by the name of Cyanax straight out of the sky before their very eyes. It was in this moment the group came to realize how outmatched they truly were. Their quest carried them westbound. Candlekeep their destination, though their journey was filled with even more complications. Feathers, dealing with her own turmoil, turned out to have their patron living within them, decided to turn tail and run. And along that path, the group encountered an ally by the name of Burmak. Though it was unsure at the time what his true intentions were, the traveller asked if he could join the party on their path westward. And it was along this path that it was revealed to Vito that Burmak was sent there to protect him and ensure that he arrived safely at Candlekeep, though he would not explain why. And as the group arrived, complications came to the forefront. For an old friend of Vito was also there, studying the cult. And he had in his possession a book that the group needed to get their hands on, and fast. A plan was quickly put together by Clovis and Feathers, who at that point had come back to the group, though not by her own steam, it seemed. But more on that later. Clovis and Feathers set about their plan, trying to retrieve this book from Fredo, and they did so quickly and swiftly. And as they entered the grand library of Candlekeep, they crossed paths with a new individual. An Earth Genasi by the name of Ashar, who was traveling alone, trying to unravel their own mysterious past. Pressed for time, and knowing that the group had information she wanted, she decided to join them, adding an entirely new dimension to this fellowship. Soon after, the group ventured to the celestial realm of Celestia. There, they were chosen as champions by the almighty Bahamut, tasked with the Herculean duty of thwarting the cult's nefarious designs and preventing the rise of Tiamat. The group was dubbed the Fallen. They were formed, and it was here that they bid farewell to their friend Vito Bonacera, a loyal comrade who himself ascended to be by the side at Bahamut in the wars to come. Through interplanar travel, the group arrived back on the material plane, and they arrived in the city of Elturel. And it's here that their journey took an unexpected turn. When they were there, they uncovered a treacherous plot that was orchestrated by Lord Brachus von Mir. The party attended a glorious ball fit for the ages, dressed in their finest garbs and entering into a night of fun and festivities. But all was not as it seemed. As Jove was framed and caught, it seemed, for stealing a necklace or bracelet. It was a bracelet, right? It was a bracelet. Stealing a bracelet from Lord Brachus von Meer's date on the night, Lady Quintrith. The next day, Jove was set to be put on trial and later that day executed. And it was only due to the statement of their good friend and ally, Uthar Froome, a member of the Order of the Gauntlet and mentor to Sen, that Jove left with his head firmly intact. However, things took a turn that day. While the group were chasing leads across the city of an underground gang called the Shadowbacks and their leader, Eros, it was here that the group fell prey to Brachus von Meer as he burnt down the property housing the Shadowbacks, which turned out to merely be a charitable organization. The group barely made it out of there alive as the building burnt down around them. They went underground, into the deep underground systems of El Terrell through the sewers until they come across an underground encampment where the low end of society were living. It was here that Lady Quintrith made herself known. She was indeed an ally of the Shadowbacks and needed revenge on Brachus. And revenge came swift as a full-blown attack on Von Meer's estate led. It ended with their quarry fleeing using magic. And afterwards, Sen, loyal to the Order of the Gauntlet, parted ways with the group and embarked on a different path entirely. Before the group left the city, a revelation of sorts. As Clovis, over the day, had been piecing the intricate puzzles of his mysterious past together, he came to the realization that Lady Quintrith was indeed his estranged daughter. But there was no time to dally on that, as the group had a new adventure. A quest headed west again, to Baldur's Gate. And shortly after exiting the city, a new member of their group greeted them. Michael, a warlock sorcerer shrouded in mystery and one lack of memory, joined their ranks. The Fallen's plan was to infiltrate the cult's ranks once more in Baldur's Gate and join the caravan north to gather as much vital information as they could as the cult travelled north towards Waterdeep. In Baldur's Gate, Ashar reunited with her long-time friend Phalanx, another member of the Order of the Gauntlet who was on his own mission. It was then, after meeting back up with Ashar, that he agreed to go north with them, at least for a while. There was something about that moment that he just wasn't ready to go off on his own separate way. On the road north, a fateful encounter led the group to meeting members of the Glen of Alovan, elven folk who lived deep in the forest some miles away. The group found out that there was a plight befallen that forest, and they were in need. Wasting no time, the group donned the back of some... sorry, no they didn't. The group went through another portal, bringing them into this forest. And the blight was ever apparent. They were asked to do what they could, so they did. And they pushed through the befallen forest and battled through thick bushels until they came upon the labyrinth itself of Mithranor. Making their way through this underground labyrinth of tunnels and traps and enemies, they were too late. As a group underground released a blight dragon upon the forest. The party made their way out and topside to face off against this vicious foe. And of bat they fought with all their might and were victorious, but at a heavy cost. Feathers, their dear companion, was lost. And from here, the Fallen had a new quest, to bring Feathers back, no matter the cost. They wasted no time and journeyed north to the High Forest, in search of the Order of the Ethereal Earth, a monastery which once was home to Ashar. And it was here that the group discovered a shocking truth, that Feather's soul had been stolen by her patron, Zashbe, who had fled to the Fey Realm. With multiple paths in front of them, the group decided that they needed to save their owlin friend, despite the cost. And with help of their newest ally, Hallie, a portal-hopping tiefling druid, they used her ability to teleport between planes, and they dived deep into the Fey Realm, combating dark forces and ultimately facing off against Zashbe over the fate of their friend. However, once the fighting was done, Feathers had decided that her time on the mortal plane was done, and she rejoined her family in the celestial afterlife, despite the group's best efforts to bring her back. With nothing left to do in the Fey Realm, they journeyed back to the mortal realm, where they were confronted by an entirely new terror. The cruel passage of time, as 6 whole months had passed, when a mere matter of days had done so for the group. And the cult, advancing their sinister agenda, had left the continent of Faerun in turmoil. The group then discovered that the last hope of the free people of the world rested outside the cult-occupied Waterdeep, in a last bastion of combined armies. However, before the group set out to join the free people, they lost yet another friend, as Clovis set out on his own quest to find his daughter Quinn, with promises of a future reunion and crucial information. The group then set out and met up with the free armies of Faerun. The group enlisted the aid of a Captain Tostig, and a plan was set in place to track down the cult on the coastal road towards Neverwinter, as their armies had reported that the cult were transporting prisoners in that direction. So as the free armies set upon Waterdeep in order to take back the city from the clutches of the cult, it gave the party a much-needed distraction for their passage north. And north they went. This journey led them to the Mere of Dead Men, where they stumbled upon Castle Neritar, seemingly teeming with cultists, bullywugs, and lizard folk. Upon stoking a lizard folk uprising, the party, though split, entered into its depths. There they unearthed a portal system, transporting them to a hunting lodge near Parnast, miles away. And there, a fateful reunion with an old adversary, Lord Brackus von Meer. Though all hope seemed lost in this moment, outnumbered, outmatched, and outgunned, it was here that Clovis and Quinn's hidden identities were revealed at the precise moment it was needed, and they discarded their disguises as Von Meer's bodyguards, and their true intentions came to fruition. They conquered their foe. But there was no time to wait, as under the instruction of Clovis, their pursuit led them to a nearby village, Parnast, and in pursuit of Castle Skyreach, the lair of the ever-elusive Resmir, a foe in which had been out of reach for so long. But as they drew near, the castle itself took flight, setting the stage for the final confrontation. The eve before the final assault, they boarded the castle itself in the sky using wyverns that they'd stolen from a stable within Parnas. You cannot write this, but it is written. And the eve before the final assault inside the castle, Michael rayed for the first time to Bahamut, asking for guidance. And it was here that he uncovered the ever-elusive true identity that he'd been searching for this entire time, as his true identity as Marsilius was revealed. Force of good. He regained all of his lost memories and discovered that his patron this entire time had been Bahamut, and this entire journey was one of discovery, though there was no time to dwell. And now, on the precipice of destiny, the fallen stand in the heart of Castle Skyreach, facing an unimaginable threat. Resmir finally reveals herself and strikes at the very heart of the party by shooting Zayla out of the sky above them. A climactic battle, months in the making, is about to unfold, and just as the group steady themselves for one final time, the ground beneath their feet crumbles and cracks as a colossal white dragon emerges from the depths beneath their feet, heralding in the penultimate chapter of The Fallen. In a world where heroes are forged in the crucible of adversity, where friendships are tested and destinies unfold, the fate of Faerun hangs in the balance. Will the Fallen rise above the darkness and save the world, or will they succumb to the relentless tides of chaos? This is a tale of courage, sacrifice, and unyielding spirit. A tale that will resonate throughout the ages. And it begins now. And here we go. Just going to change the music to something a little more fitting. Oh. Still muted. Now we're not muted. Ah!
Hey!
Wait, you knew that entire time?
No. No.
I can imagine. Oh, let's go. This is it.
So here we go, guys.
Can I just say something real quickly?
You can.
Dan has recapped the entire story of The Fallen. It's taken 30 minutes with the intro as well, so 20 minutes. My recap for one episode is that.
That is what you call captivating writing, my friend. Well, guys, here we go.
Yeah.
As you all stand and see Zayla fall from the sky, the ground beneath your feet crumbles and cracks and gurns. Sound of walls crashing around as the very plinth that you're stood on shakes. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
First
Okay.
roll of the game. Let's
First
go.
question immediately. So I'm out of action for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Do I auto fail?
You will, yeah.
Great.
You will auto fail.
Dex save, yeah?
Yes, please. Clovis, what did you get?
Big 10, baby!
10, okay. Hallie?
On that one for 3.
Okay. Jove?
I'm good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Marsilius?
19.
Mike.
19.
And
Ash.
Bam's got a 23.
23,
Hey,
that's
let's
fine.
go, Bam.
And Asha, you automatically fail.
Uh-huh.
The ground shakes so violently that Clovis, Hallie, Ashar, you can't keep your footing and fall prone on your back as this huge white claw, as the ground rips open and begins to crack. As this happens, right then, the dragon bursts through the ground. And Clovis, make me a perception check, please, because you're going to be closest.
Oh, why am I closest? Oh, as well.
Perception is 14.
14. You see a giant crack of ground, ice-covered, fly up and crash into Quinn and pin Quinn to the ground. She is knocked unconscious immediately. And you just see her body just on the ground as she collapses, and you see this stone crushing one of her legs as it's pinning her to the ground. As this huge dragon, you can in a moment, because this is all happening at once. As you fall, you look and see this happen. As this the walls of the castle begin to rumble and crack. You see that off on the side of the castle in this chaos, parts of this whole structure crack and fall off and fall out of sight. Walls around you start crumbling. I need everybody to hold your breath.
Go on, love.
As you are about to roll initiative in the final combat of the campaign, but before you do, you all feel this ever-present glow on your arm, your shoulder, your chest, your forearm, as the tattoo of Bahamut glows, and you all feel inspired, as you will all have inspiration going into this final contest. Whether you have it or not, that's fine. Whether you have it or not, you all gain inspiration leading into this fight.
You don't have one that you know of. You might have one now,
Jove might find it in the next episode. Right, guys. I'd like
It's
everybody.
a tramp stamp. That's what it is.
I would like everybody to roll me initiative, please. And as they do, I would like to tell you all about a very special friend of ours. A friend who I called in my darkest hour when I needed a battle map for tonight's session.
Oh, shit.
And our very good friends at Awfully Queer Heroes pulled out all the stops to fully customize our battle map for this evening.
my god.
And as you guys can see, the battle map that you were in last week has changed somewhat. It may be a little bit difficult for you guys at home to see, but all of the walls have crumbled and broken. Bits of the actual castle on the edge have fallen off
so sick.
and disappeared. But what we are worried about right now is this little section here. Are you guys ready?
The-
Okay. Jove, what did you roll for initiative?
16.
16, thank you. Hallie, what did you roll for initiative, please?
21.
21. Clovis,
16.
thank you. What did Banff roll, please?
Banff rolled
24.
Good girl.
She's such a good girl. Such a good girl. Next in, and I would like Ashar to tell me what you got, please.
22.
22, excellent. And Marsilius, what did you roll for your final initiative of the campaign?
17.
Thank you.
Nice, guys.
Let's go.
Quinn did not roll so well, but that tracks. She rolled a 6.
Cool, we want her low. We want her low.
That's fine.
That's fine. Are we ready?
Oh.
Yeah, come on, let's do this. Let's do this.
Who has the higher dex out of Jove?
Definitely
and-
Jove.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely
Thank you.
Jove.
Yeah.
Do you want the initiative order for now? Banff, Ash, Hallie, Marsilius, Jove, Clovis, Quinn.
Okay.
Thanks.
At the top of initiative, as this dragon from the ground beneath your feet appears, first in initiative is Banff. Bear with me, because
Where
I
is
need
Banff?
to give you all access to your tokens. Are you in?
Oh,
are you
Banff is
in?
there.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm in.
are you in?
Roll it.
No, he's not.
You're not in. You need to refresh it.
Am I
buddy.
not?
No.
Says I'm in. I'll refresh now. I
Cheers,
saw the
mate.
new map come up.
You're not in the list for me, that's all.
No, neither for me.
That's okay.
But here I am.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh god. Jove, you're there. Yeah, you go. There you go. Right, Clovis. You have access to Banff. Dungeoneers feed, thank you so much for stopping in and welcome. And can we just say as we kick this off, welcome everyone who is new and welcome everyone that is old. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've just been gifted 10 subs, guys. That's insane.
Oh
As we
my
kick
God.
in, thank you so much. So,
Actually,
top
better
of the
not die now.
initiative, we have Banff. Banff.
What the hell am I
what
supposed
is-
to do with the dog?
The only enemy
Figure
you
it
see in
out.
sight is, at this point, a giant, adult, white dragon. What do you want to do?
I mean, I want to protect my dog. Banff is going to. Is this door closed here?
That is.
Oh, wait, this is all,
it's open.
This is all basically ruins now.
It
right?
is
There's no,
now,
like,
yeah. The
ruins on
door
this.
is open. Yes.
That's where the
Cults were.
grease is.
The what?
The grease.
It is where the grease is. That's right.
Oh, the grease is there. Okay.
Also, is anybody concentrating on spells from last session?
No, because
No.
haste dropped.
No.
So no.
Thank you. Will the Nerd, thank you. Welcome in.
Okay. Banff is just gonna go to ground. Banff is gonna run over here and
Take the dodge action.
Take the dodge action. Okay, no problem. Next in initiative is Ash.
Okay, do I see Quinn fall?
You fell yourself, so I'm going to say you can have a look around now. Make a perception check. Free action perception.
14.
Yep, you'll be able to see her. You see that she's just kind of like laid out on the floor, unconscious.
Okay. And do I have any visual on Zayla?
From there, as you're prone at the moment, no. But you did see that Clovis cast a spell up to Vortex Warper just before the dragon erupted. So you will have seen it disappear out the sky
Okay,
in a
she's-
familiar spell, but you would assume that this is something that somebody's done.
Okay. All right. Ash is going to get up using 20 feet
Okay.
of movement, and is going. What's the button to do the measuring?
the top of the screen, remember?
Measuring, it's the triangle one.
Yeah, I meant while you're moving. It's all good. I got
At
it.
the top of the screen, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 25 feet.
25 because you have half movement because you're prone currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Joe's still too far away. Yeah. Okay, I am going to... I can't risk it. Okay, I'm going to Step of the Wind dash.
Yep.
I'm going to get kind of in front of, like, Quinn-ish.
Okay.
So I'm going to hop over this kind of boulder.
Yeah.
And then I am going to use my action to cast Zen Wave on Jove, Quinn, and myself.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and roll me some hit points, please.
I shall.
What level are you casting that at, please?
I can only cast it a second.
Second, okay, thank you.
So that is 13 hit points back
Okay,
to
so
Quinn, Jove, and me.
you see Quinn's eyes kind of like flicker. She goes, and you see that she's visibly kind of like, she screams out in pain as she like looks down and grabs towards her leg that is pinned and like is looking round and looks up, and her eyes widen at the sight of the dragon.
I will just kind of, as a kind of bit of a free action, just look down at Quinn and say, I'll get you out. Be okay.
Okay.
And I'm just going to face this creature.
Okay, thank you. Next in initiative is Hallie. Hallie, I'd like you to make me a perception check first of all, please.
That's not bad. Perception's +9, so 18 + 9.
80. Okay, so 27. You will definitely see then in this case, if you, as you're looking at the dragon and you see the white scales on this enormous creature, towards the kind of bottom sections that are just kind of like still within the hull, you see there's like a blue pulsating light coming from inside the hole, and it kind of like flickers. So it's not it pulses and then it kind of like flickers.
Like flame light, almost.
Yes, and with that perception check, not only are you able to use your sight and see that, you get a general sense for what is happening around you and your general senses, right? You feel that when the flicker happens, the platform and the castle itself jolts and judders and feels like it's falling.
Oh. Okay, that changes. Do I remember from when we came up to how far up we are from the ground? How far is the castle? Like
You're talking a good, like it's high. It's above cloud level. It is. You're talking like hundreds and hundreds of feet. Like if this thing drops and perpetual motion of falling items, it will gain speed. The further it falls, it will ultimately, if it drops, it not only will wipe out you and everyone on this plate, but whatever is underneath it as well.
Right. Okay, with that, she's going to haul herself up to standing, and she's just going to shout out to everybody. I don't know what magic makes this fly, but I don't think it's doing great right now. And I'm going to come forward to Quinn. And I'm going to try with all my weakness to get this boulder off her, unpin her.
How are you going to do that?
I am going to get my staff and I'm going to like put it under and then try and heave it off it, use it as leverage.
Okay, it's quite a big boulder, but I'm going to allow you a strength check, but it will be with disadvantage at this point.
Okay, that's
because of the size of the boulder that is crushing her leg.
Okay. That's still good. That's still good. That's a 16.
16. You aren't able to move it off, but you get your stick in, and the thing that worries you is as you're prizing this and tilting it just enough for her to pull her leg out, you hear the cracking of wood as your staff is cracking under the amount of pressure you're putting on it. Do you want to continue as she's like struggling to pull the leg out?
No, I can't risk it breaking.
Are you going to hold where it is, or are you going to take it out entirely? She's literally going to, in the process, be trying to pull this out.
I'm going to hold it.
You're going to hold it where it is. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No. Actually, no. What I'll do, as I'm doing that, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh to try and strengthen it.
Excellent. Very good.
Shout.
Very good. And it does, and you feel that the cracking kind of subsides as you and cast vines, but you center the cast at the bottom, so the vines start coming up, but you feel like the sound of the cracking kind of lessens in your ear, but you can't quite push it any further with that strength check, but you are holding it, and it is enough where she's going to try on her turn to drag her leg out. Okay.
That's me done.
Okay, next in initiative order, the dragon reaches through using the remainder of its movement to here and unfurls and stretches and kind of like stands up on its haunches, and you hear like the dense sound of as the cracking as this unfurls its wings and its head just flicks round towards you all. And in its first move, its first action, I am going to need Ashar, Marsilius.
Yep.
We'll just check distance. Just you two. I need you both to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. That's an 11.
Okay.
16 for me.
16.
-1.
Michael, you save. However, Ashar,
Yeah.
as you stand, as this creature cracks, slams down, and as it does, you hear the sound of the flying castle itself in distant behind you and to the side, bits of this place just crumbling, and the sheer terror of what stands before you strikes at the very heart of you as you stand frozen in place, as you are frightened. You have the frightened condition for the next minute. However, you can repeat the saving throw on each of your turn. At the start of your turn,
of the dragon, yeah.
yes, yes, it is. But you have that. You are frightened, but you can roll another save at the start of your next turn. Okay.
All right.
Excellent. The creature then takes flight, but only a mere 5 to 10 feet off the ground as it launches itself across at 80 feet and here. And just and its first attack is going to come towards you, Clovis, as it attempts to bite towards you.
Okay.
Ooh, that is it's an 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
And as
Because of the mask.
And it clumps down, you step backwards as this jaw in front of you, and as it leans back, one claw swipes up towards you.
Oh, okay, we're going again.
Yeah, that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Do it.
Yep.
I haven't got that many of them. Oh, I've got. Yeah, okay, cool. Shield.
Shield?
So, no, does not hit. Takes my AC up to a 26.
Okay. You bring up your shield, and the attack does not take purchase. It does hit you, though. But you just move 5 feet. Like, you kind of like, because of the grip of the ice beneath your feet, even though you shield, the sheer force of this dragon hitting your shield, you like slide a little bit closer to Quinn, thankfully. but you do move 5 feet.
Okay.
That is the end of the dragon's turn. However, this is initiative 20.
Oh. Fudge.
Jesus.
Using its lair action, the creature is going to breathe out a freezing fog. Centered. Let me just do this. Let me just create... Why is it doing a square? I don't want a square, I want a skirkle.
Circle.
Cycle.
I want a skirkle. There.
Oh. Like that.
I need...
Oh, cool.
When it appears, each creature within the fog needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Please.
Oh no.
We have inspiration, guys. We have
Yeah,
inspiration.
we have
Should I
inspo.
use it for this?
Quinn.
Should I use it for this?
Okay, that's fine.
Don't know.
As well.
Why?
We're
If
going to
you
move
finish
this
up,
on.
yes.
I don't like this song. Sorry, I need to get rid of that. The Horse's Cavalry, it's called.
Yes.
Up to you. Up to you. Up to you. Up to you.
Come on.
I used my inspiration. It went from a 1 to a 20.
Nice.
There we go.
That's how you do it.
Okay, you take
23.
23. Okay, Hallie, what did you get?
I got an 18.
An 18. Okay, so that is... okay. 3, 6, 5. You all take 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Halved if you're currently resistant due to Bahamut's blessing that was given to you earlier on that day.
Yeah, and Hallie is immune.
Why is Hallie immune?
Ask.
Because
I
of
am
the white
so
dragon
awesome.
mask.
Are you not wearing the green one? Or is
No, I'm wearing the green one.
You're wearing the green one. Okay, cool. So you're immune, so you take no damage. Ash, you take 6, but halved again if you're resistant.
Yep, 3.
Quinn takes all 6.
No.
Out of here.
So let me go this 1 second. Quinn is looking pretty fucked at the minute, guys. Sorry to tell you.
No, we figured.
Okay, cool. Next in initiative order is Marsilius.
Oh god, can we skip me? Can we put
Yeah.
me last?
Sure, no problem. Skipping
No,
Marsilius.
No,
we need
no,
the
no,
action
no.
economy.
Hit that motherfucker.
Fuck, what to do? Did Hallie call out the
About
blue
the
light
power.
that she saw in the
She didn't call out the
hole?
blue light. No, she called whatever is keeping this thing up is currently not keeping it up much longer.
Okay. Fuck. And I can't see a blue light or anything like that.
No, maybe a perception check.
Oh, well. Holy shit. I'm rolling sick. 18.
18 total.
Nice. I have a -1, so it's an 18. I rolled
18.
a 90.
You will see that there is a blue light underneath, inside the hole that that this dragon has created, and every now and again, the blue light flickers and fades, and when it does, you feel like you've been on a roller coaster, right? You know, like when something
Yeah.
drops suddenly and that like knot in your stomach hits, you feel that as it drops a little bit and drops a little bit. You feel that whatever is down there, whatever is keeping this thing up, the dragon bursting through and causing all this destruction has somehow affected whatever is down there.
Oh, what to do. Oh, I don't know if I should do it. Oh,
I'm chain vaping, by the way, at this point. Like, I'm proper.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a problem.
I have 2 in, one on either side right now. Oh god. Panicking.
Okay, I'm gonna need you. I need to kind
Do
of.
what you feel is right. If you want to do it, do it.
I'm gonna need your action
Okay,
soon.
fuck it. Yeah. I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna use my 30 feet of movement.
Yep.
First. To there,
Yep.
and I'm
So
dashing.
So you are at. So that is not easy to do. So where you are there, let go of your mount, your character. You get to there, and there is a sheer drop of around 15 feet down to a next platform that's roughly around 10 feet, and then another sheer drop of you cannot see. You just see that there is, from there, this blue light becomes ever apparent that there is something down there, but you need to, if you're going there, it will take you a lot of movement to get down.
Right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm rushing up as I get to the 15 feet edge.
Yep.
I'm just gonna try and tuck and roll as I jump through.
Okay, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw then, please, as you drop 15 feet. It is almost a sheer drop.
Yeah. Where's my character sheet? 15. Dexterity.
You don't take any damage, but you do kind of land like jankily, but you
Yep.
land, and you as
Keep
you
going.
land, the tail of the dragon woof, woof, above your head.
Yeah, just gonna try and dodge it through it and see. Get down towards the edge of this thing.
You manage to get to the edge, and as you peer over, I need you to make me another perception check, please. I mean, you've used your action to dash, so this will be the final free action I allow on your turn.
Where's my mouse gone? There. Sorry, I'm using 2 screens, so therefore my mouse keeps disappearing. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
12.
You can't see the exact origin of where this light is coming from. But what you do see with a 12 is that where it shines brightly and pulses and then flickers, all of a sudden it starts to dim and dim. It's still there, and you see that there is a blue light there, but it's starting to dim, and as it does, all of you, not knowing what has happened and what Marsilius is seeing, all of you feel a sudden shift as you feel the ground beneath your feet kind of drop slightly, as you kind of feel the wind around you pick up. But you all kind of come to the realization that the castle that you are stood on begins to fall from the sky.
Okay. And I can't see exactly the point of origin, but I can see the general direction of the blue light.
Can't see the point of origin where you stood. And with that perception check. But there is something down there that is, you would imagine, given, and it's easy enough now for you to piece this together, whatever's down there was used to keep this thing afloat and give it an ability to fly. And whatever has happened has damaged whatever it is or disrupted it in some way that now the castle is falling out of the sky. But that is your action, that is your movement. Anything else on your turn?
Let's hope to the gods that this works, guys.
What works?
I'm dropping. And I'm trying to spot where it is, and as soon as I start to hit ground level, I'm gonna misty step towards the direction where I can see a light.
You have okay, so that's your bonus action.
Misty
Yeah.
step.
So Michael, you drop.
See ya.
I will come back to you next turn.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
So Michael is off the field of battle for now.
We need to stop
cool.
this thing from dropping somehow.
Jove, you're up.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you don't have to drop first. That's not how it works. Right, okay, so you said the dragon was 15 feet in the air, 10 feet in the air?
Not even, like 5. It's probably
5
at this
feet.
point landed to, like, try and swipe at Clovis. It's probably, like, it is perched on that edge. I say probably, I should fucking know, right? It is... Maybe, who knows? It is perched on this ledge.
dragon's doing?
Yeah, who knows? You tell
Who
me.
knows?
No, it is on the edge there, perched. You see that its back legs are down the kind of hole, like with its claw. Well, you won't see from there, but I'm just describing it anyway. Kind of clawed into the rock, and its whole like chest and head and everything is out, and its wings unfurled. Its wingspan is probably going to near enough be out to where, just close to near where Ashar is, if not like 5-10 feet away from Ash. Like the wingspan. This thing is huge.
Yeah.
Like, it is fucking massive. So, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
First and foremost, do I feel anything from Zayla? Psychic connection, a link, anything that even remotely resembles life?
Not currently.
Not currently. Okay. Right. Cool, okay. Jove's kind of... It's one of those scenes where it's sort of that toned pitch in his ears and there's sound going on around him, but he's very much just sort of staring at her draped across his shoulders, and he sort of looks and he's just... Here you go. You're just get up. Come on. You're tougher than this. You're alive, right? You ain't dead. No. I'm gonna do this. Right, fine. And with bonus action, he's gonna sort of put his arms together and the wings like just erupt from his shoulders and
At this moment, knowing the connection that you have made with Zayla, I want you to describe to me what is going through Jove's heart and head in this moment, and what you are thinking and who you are calling out to for help.
So at the moment he doesn't know where to put his attention, because he knows Quinn is under a rock. There's issues. Clovis is on the floor. There's a dragon in front of them and Zayla, and the most prevalent thing in his mind is just Zayla's gone. That fucking thing up there just pulled her out of the sky and threw her at me like a gauntlet. They killed my kid, my daughter, and Jove is trying desperately to think of where to go to, and he's sort of talking to himself to try and rile himself up to prepare so he doesn't have to lose anyone else. But if he was calling to anyone, he would be at the very least hoping the dragon would be listening. At most, he's never really bought into much that it pays attention to him, but he hopes it's at least watching as he's felt the thing on his shoulder.
And as you hope, is there anything you do?
Apart from rage?
Apart from rage, is there anything you do, hoping that he sees and hoping that the Platinum Dragon is watching? Is there anything that you want to do as a free action right now?
As the wings sort of, and he sort of gets used to them again and looks towards the dragon, he's gonna pull Zayla off of his shoulders and create like a makeshift swaddle on his chest and just sort of place her against him, tie off his coat and his thing, and just keep her so she's not going to fly away or fly off. And he just sort of looks down and bites a little bit of his finger and just smears it across what wound he can, and just goes, "Look, Allie said I have a big heart, so just take some of it, okay? You can have more of mine. I don't need it. Just live, okay? Come back to me. I can't do it without you."
And as you, with your wings, if I remember rightly, the tattoo of the dragon, the Platinum Dragon, is on your chest, I believe.
It's on my
Is it on your
shoulder.
arm? It's on your shoulder.
It's on my back, yeah.
And as you unfurl your wings and look down at Zayla, you feel your tattoo begin to warm. And as you look up, in a brief moment of desperation, the cloud just above your head parts, and a crack of arcane energy barrels down from the sky above you and crashes, and for everyone around you see this arcane energy come from over above the white dragon's head, crash into Jove, and send you flying off the side
Oh shit.
of Skyreach Castle. Jove, your eyes close as you see Jove get launched off and out of sight, and all of you, for a mere second, as you hear from outside the castle in a pitch not unassuming that it would be the white dragon itself, from up the edge of the castle wall, the big, beautiful wings of Zayla in her full draconic form, with Jove on her back, with battle axe in hand, cry out one more time and fly head first towards the dragon. And as it does, Jove, back your dragon. What would you like to do?
Nice. Nice.
Holy shit, Dan.
As he sort of stood on her back, and you see Zilla come up, you can just see their wings sort of in unison as they're both like. And he just like stood, sort of. He climbs up to her shoulder a bit to look down at this white dragon. And he just looks up and goes, "There's my girl."
And you hear in your head,
and
"Go and fucking get him."
Can we attack together? Can I bring her in down onto this thing? Yeah, cool.
Yes, you can.
So I want Zayla to come onto its back and like take hold of its wings and like sort of pull down. So she's got it in like a, like sort of like a hold almost, but she like her claws deep into its wing joints and just pull them down and sort of try and grapple it.
Okay. So Zayla is using another stat block now, Dan.
Yeah. I hope so.
I will do it now.
Okay.
But there's only a difference in it. She's using the young blue dragon stat block.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So her AC is now 18.
Oh.
She has 152 hit points.
Let's go.
She has a bite attack, a claw attack, and lightning breath. The only caveat, because she is still getting used to these powers, it is not 10d10, it is 5d10.
Yeah,
It's the only caveat. So you can load up the stat block in a minute, but what would you like to do? And then I'm going to put Zayla on the same initiative count as you.
Yeah, cool. Does she have multi-attack, or she just have one per round? Can she do like claw and fang, or
She has 3 attacks, 1 bite, 2 claw, or she can use her lightning breath in lieu of those attacks.
Okay, so we want 2 claw attacks on the fleshy parts of the wings. I want to try and rip through those flaps that it would fly with, so it sort of it basically makes holes in its wings so it can't flap as well.
That's fine.
A bite attack to the back of the neck to try and sort of pull it back a bit.
That's absolutely fine. So this is a +9 to hit.
Well,
so go ahead and roll me to hit. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so the first claw, so say +9.
Yes.
Cool. It's like having a second battle axe. 17 +9.
Will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
What am I rolling?
I will tell you in a second. 2d10 +10 +1 d10 lightning damage for bite.
Fucking hell.
Is it bite or is it claw?
No, this is the
So this
claw.
is-
The two
Claws.
claws.
Okay, claws is 2d6 plus 5.
2d6 plus 5, that's fine. So, first claw is. Did you say plus 5?
Yes.
So that's 14 on the first claw as it goes for the ring on the left.
14 on the foot. Okay, 1 second. 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Second attack.
Second claw. Okay.
What did you roll?
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Yep.
Go ahead, 2d6 please, plus 5.
So that's 15 damage on the second one.
15, very good.
And then the bite attack.
Yep.
You didn't.
Is that a
that
natural
natural
20?
Do it.
Natural 20!
That would be a 29.
It's 29
What
will
time? You even roll that one.
definitely
Sailor!
hit. So this is, I need you to roll me 2d10 first, please.
2d10. That's a 10. Okay. 2d10, so that's 7 plus 6, that'd be 13.
13 double to 26 plus 5, 31.
Yep.
Then roll me another d10, please.
Another d10. That's a 5.
Double to 10.
Double to 10 lightning damage.
Dope.
And then roll me
Come
a
on,
d20,
baby.
please.
And then 20.
Oh shit.
I'm going to give Zayla a fucking chunky crit because she deserves it.
Yeah,
Oh,
she does.
100%.
Does, yeah.
She does.
That's a 7.
7. Oh! The foe is driven back by a furious assault. Inflict an additional 2d12 damage.
Oh my god!
Let's do this.
Did our chunky crits level up?
Final
What was
fight, of
that?
course
What
it
was
did.
That's an extra 17 damage.
An extra
Oh,
17
damn.
damage. Holy shit.
Sailor!
Amazing. As Zayla woof, flies in, lands, I'm going to put Zayla on the map.
Yes.
I'm going to put
Show
Jove
me my
back on the
girl.
map. But Zayla lands here and is 15. Hold on. How big is it? Large. So yeah, 15.
Yep.
So Zayla's here.
Mm-hmm.
So Zayla lands here. I need to put her in this square. I'm going to put you here as well, Jove. 1 second. And you are essentially here. And it is now your turn, Jove. What would you like to do? You already raged, so you have
yes.
your action.
I do, so I have... That doesn't count as movement. Cool, okay, so I can still fly. I'm going to just, like, wings down, dash straight off her, go for the area where her fangs bit in, and I'm just going to start 2 axe attacks straight at the neck bites where she went for the first
Amazing.
time.
Go ahead and roll me to hit with your first one. As you kind of get dropped off, you roll, I'll describe. So roll your first one to hit. As you do, Zayla drops, boom, and goes, and bites into this giant white dragon, and it's reeling. And you even see, like, if dragons could have, I mean, you've all become accustomed to Zayla, you see that the look of, like, sheer, what the fuck has just happened is in the face of this dragon.
Dope. 21 to hit.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please. As you,
Have you
with the first
okay.
attack.
So
have
that
you guys
is-
seen Aragorn?
It's a terrible film by hand.
Is that-
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I'm thinking of Saphira right now. Like
Yeah.
that's honestly what I'm thinking of.
So that's 16 slashing plus 7 lightning.
So total being 16 plus 7,
20.
24.
24. And then second axe. That's a dirty 20.
Will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage for that, please.
Cool.
As you,
Okay, so-
in the face of this white dragon, almost reinvigorated by what has just happened.
Oh, 100%. So that's 12. So that's 12 slashing plus another 6 lightning on top of that. So
18?
18.
18. Excellent. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to use whatever movement I need to fly back onto Zayla's shoulders.
I'm going to say you're already on Zayla's shoulders. As she's biting, you're chopping on the back of her. But
then-
you will have to stay there. That's your movement. I'm going to say, I know it's forced movement, but
Yeah, that's
You've
fine
used-
then. So yeah, then I'm staying exactly where I am, and I'm just gonna look down at everyone. And goes, guys, look, she's back.
next in initiative order, Clovis.
So Clovis, sort of seeing this thing fall on Quinn,
Yep.
his eyes are sort of fixated on her as Hallie runs over to try and free her from the boulder. And he begins to reach out a hand, and then as the two dragon strikes come down, it distracts him. He manages to shield away the attacks. And from prone, just lying on his back, after those attacks come down, he's going to reach his arm out and vortex warp Quinn.
Yeah.
From there to over by Banff,
Okay. So how far can you vortex walk?
120 feet.
Okay, yeah. So you're to here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Quinn is now over here with.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call out to her. Stay behind cover. And then I'm gonna use my movement to sort of get to my feet and just. And then look up at the dragon, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to get back a second level spell slot from my sorcery points.
Okay.
And that is all I'm going to do. Well, so I'm already in it. I'm within 10 feet of it, aren't I? This thing's fucking big. Like.
Yeah.
So I might literally just step slightly to the side. No, actually, I'm going to stay where I am.
Stay exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to stare down the dragon.
Excellent. It is
Through my
Quinn's
cool helmet.
Quinn's turn. And Quinn is going to, on her action, she's going to take a greater healing potion that she has to gain an additional 20 hit points back. So that is her action to take that herself.
Is it bonus action? I thought it was bonus action to take.
Oh, no,
your
it
own
is.
potions.
It is. Bonus action. You're absolutely right. Apologies. And then,
I'm sweaty.
hearing what you said and staying behind cover, she's going to cast Blur on herself.
Okay, good shout.
Smart.
She's going to cast Blur on herself. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against her, and is immune to effects if it doesn't rely on sight. So nothing can cast spells on her because it relies on sight.
Nice, we like that.
Okay, so cast Blur on Quinn. That is the end of Quinn's turn. If anything, she will probably heed your warning and kind of back up a little bit further. She is going to crawl, though. Her leg is fucked. Regardless of the health potion, her leg is in bits. So she is going to crawl. Next in initiative order, someone that most of you have probably forgotten due to the fact that there is an entirely large white dragon in front of you and seems to be the most immediately threat. Clovis, Hallie, Ash. From behind you, you hear excuse me, I need to just do this. Where are you? There you are. As Resme
I was waiting for that bastard.
drops and lands, stands, looks at you all, and you see the toothy, snared smile beneath the cowl of the black dragon mask that is donning her head. As she will look towards you, Clovis. Seeing a dragon mask on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Point the black blade of her great sword, and when you look at it, you see that the sword itself isn't a straight blade, but it's sort of has curvature and spikes all along the blade, and it is jet black. As she points it towards you and goes, "That belongs to you," and will cast Caustic Bolt in your direction.
How far away is she? I think we will counterspell that, actually.
Okay. Let me just double check.
At 3rd level.
Spell attack. Caustic Bolt. Okay, roll me d20.
Oh, shit. Spell level 3. Am I plussing anything, or?
Counterspell. Do you plus for counterspell? Again.
Yeah, you plus your
Yes,
your spellcasting
Charisma.
modifier.
So plus your charisma, so yeah.
Oof, 19 plus 5, 20.
Nice.
24.
And as this, you see this arcane energy crack down the blade, and as it gets to the end, you turn and be like, "No, I don't think so." And counterspell
You
it,
see-
and it.
You see it almost hits a mirror directly in front of me, and there's that same shattering of glass in the middle of the air ahead of me as the bolt just kind of goes into it, almost
Well,
as if
this did a
going into
fucking
like
Yoda.
completely. Yeah, just
Did a
and
Yoda.
like and Resmir sees reflections of many different multiple Clovises behind the shards that appear. Just
Okay.
staring at her.
And as you do that, you do thwart her attack.
Can I have one free action to say
Yes.
cheesy one-liner?
Sure. Cheesy
So
one-liners are always allowed.
As the shards fall, as the sort of mirrored shards fall to the floor, Clovis just kicks up his cane and like sort of tips back the helm and just says, "Well, one of us is going to have to change."
Excellent. Top of the initiative order. I will say, Dan, make sure you get the young blue dragon stat block up ready for the next initiative round. We are going to get through this initiative order. We are going to have a mid break because this is mega intense and I have sweaty palms. But please,
Yes,
it is going to be a little bit later. We're going to get through another round of combat as far as we can. We're going to call it around 8 o'clock for the break. If it is midway through, then we'll just come back and continue. So, top of the initiative order is Bamf.
Bamf. Bamf. I think Bamf is going to be a good, loyal girl and stay close to Quinn and hold her action to bite anyone that gets near her.
Because Bamf was first and I kind of anticipated this, I'm now going to tell you what happens at the top of this round.
Okay.
You all feel the castle, as it falls, begin to gain speed. Next in initiative order is Ash. First of all, I need you to make me I believe it's a wisdom save, yeah?
Okay, alright. 17 plus 3, 20.
Excellent. You are no longer frightened, and as this fear, as you kind of steady yourself and remember your training from Master Oogway. I know that's not his name, but I know. But as you remember your training and center yourself in the moment, your surroundings become clearer. I'd like you to make me another perception check, please.
I just realised I also have stillness of the mind now that I'm level 7, so that typically works really well.
Okay.
Perception.
Yes.
15.
A sound greets your ears. Though the fear of the white dragon in front of you subsides, a new fear dawns. As the sound, very faint, greets you of distant screams from beneath you. As you realize the path of this castle has gone over a heavily populated area of the world. and the sound of these screams hit your ears, and the realization of what is about to happen and what could happen suddenly hits. What do you do?
Okay. Ash, kind of shaking off the kind of the impact of just the white dragon's presence, looks panicked to everybody and says, "We need to stop this from falling. It's going to hit people. I can hear them." And as she does, she turns towards Rezmir, looks up at the sky. "All right, you. It's time to go." And is going to bounce out her Stormlord's form.
And as you do, a crack of lightning hits in front of you, illuminating the space around you, and the lightning crackle from the strike creeps towards your feet and up your legs and around your body until your entire body is encompassed with this crackle of lightning energy as you stand.
I look down to Rezmir as I stalk forward, arm out, and this is a wild shot, but as someone who has been able to sense the dragon masks, using her arm, I am going to tap into as much of that power as I possibly can and summon the mask to me.
Holy shit!
Oh shit! That would be so sick.
The mask.
Okay.
Thor mask.
I need you
Holy crap, dude.
summoning all the arcane energy and the Stormlord's might.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20
Right.
and add your spell casting modifier to it, please.
Okay, sorry, I was shaking so bad. Okay.
Inspo's there. Oh no, wait.
Oh,
use
I
it.
used
Fuck.
it.
No, she used it.
No, it's okay though. It's 14 plus 3, so 17.
You hold your arm out, and the crackle of energy from the Stormlord's strike on the ground starts to formulate and center itself on your arm in the exact point of the scar, and seems to seep in. And as the final strand of electrical energy enters in, you see a glow from inside your arm. Pulsating kaleidoscopic glow form. And you outstretch your hand and close your eyes and almost Jedi mind trick the fucking mask, and as it rips from the top of Rezmir's head and flies as you grasp it in your hand.
That's so dope.
There we go.
But that is your action.
And I just stare. I just go, "I don't think you deserve one of these."
Oh, amazing!
Hold it as I'm kind of moving. Like my movement is kind of the 45 feet, kind of in her direction. I'll probably go like 35 feet to there, but I'm
Okay.
stalking forward as I've done that, and I just stand still in front of her with the mask in my hand,
Unbelievable.
glowing, crackling, lightning energy from my eyes as I just stare at her.
And though knowing that you cannot attune to it, do you place it on your head?
I think I do.
As you
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
and stare dead-eyed at Rezmir as her eyes widen, and you see the subtle shake of the sword in her hand. Excellent. Who hasn't got inspiration?
Ash.
Me now.
Just
Yeah,
Ash
Ash.
so far. Okay. Just for the benefits of chat.
Welcome if you got him.
Nudge, nudge.
Hallie, you're up. You
Um,
manage to... you see that Quinn gets vortex warped from beneath the stone. And as you stand, and as Ash bumps out her arms, the freezing fog around you disperses.
Okay. So, still trying to get what's happened because dragon landed, Jove on dragon, and then whatever the fuck just happened with Ash. She is just a bit just like deer in headlights completely. Like, what the fuck is going on? I guess we're pulling out all the stops, and she pulls the staff back from the stone.
Okay.
She's then going to focus on the most inner part of herself. And as she does, the wind whips up around her, and icicles also get picked up in that. And her hair starts to blow as she starts to lift off the ground, and she's going to cast Freedom of the Winds.
Ooh! So good! For everyone at home that doesn't know, just explain what Freedom of the Winds does, please.
Okay, so this is a critical role spell.
Nice.
It says the wind wraps around your body, tugging at your hair and clothes, and it lifts you off your feet and off the ground. You gain a 60 feet flying speed. Additionally, you have advantage on ability checks to avoid being grappled, and saving throws against being restrained or paralyzed. You also get, when you're targeted by a spell, it's at disadvantage. And you can use your reaction to teleport up to 60 feet into an unoccupied space.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
If this movement takes you out of range from triggering the spell of attack, you are unaffected by it.
Excellent.
Oh shit!
That's
dope.
Excellent. Well done. So that's your action. Any movement or bonus action on your turn, please? As this form takes place and even the hair just starts to, as if blowing in a wind of its own making.
That's literally like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You can translocate.
Yeah. So I am
That's so
going to fly backwards.
Okay.
Move that,
So, you will incur opportunity attack due to the reach of the dragon's attack. So, by all means.
By all means.
So, okay.
Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm still going to occur an opportunity attack, but I'm going to fly up.
That's fine. Okay. So
the full 60 feet.
You do so, and in doing, you do take an opportunity attack. It's going to try and swing out at you with its tail. That will probably hit. That's a 28 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so that is...
Wasn't attacks with disadvantage because of your freedom?
Spell attacks.
Oh, spell
Really?
attacks.
That's
Okay.
8.
I take it the reaction only works against spells as well, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage on that attack as it latches onto you and crashes into you with its huge tail. Any bonus actions from you?
Just, can I try and look out to see if I can see beyond the castle itself?
Not from where you are. You'd have to get to the edge to try and have a look down.
Okay. Instead, bonus action. I think I only have that one, don't I? Double check in. Bonus actions. I have. Oh, I don't. No, that is all I'm going to do for now.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the dragon is going to take one of its legendary actions and is going to make a tail attack against Zayla.
Yep.
That's a natural 20 for a 31.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Sorry. So that's 2d8. Oh, that's not too
You have
bad.
to worry
though.
about silver buffs because Michael's not here.
9, 16. So that's 24 points
Oh,
of
boy.
bludgeoning damage on Zayla. So just have a pad and pen, just get those jotted down. I know it's like quick maths and stuff, but From 150 odds, she's taken 24. Okay. Next in initiative order is the dragon. So, on its turn, I need... each creature it chooses. Okay, I need Zayla, Jove, and Clovis to make me wisdom saving throws, please. You're wearing a dragon mask, dude. Doesn't like it. And Hallie, I need you to make one as well, please. You are wearing a dragon mask.
Wisdom, did you say?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Right.
Asha, you have inspiration thanks to the Dirty Rollers.
Yeah.
Okay, Zayla.
Zayla got 15.
15's fine. Clovis.
Clovis got 13.
13, okay. Hallie.
31.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
Jove.
17.
17. Clovis, you are the only person affected by this frightful presence. For the next minute, you are frightened, but you get to re-roll your wisdom at the start of your turn.
Okay.
But for the time being, you are frightened.
Okay.
So that's its first attack. Next. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I need...
Hey.
in a cone. It is a cone, right? Yeah. So
Here it comes, guys.
Here comes the cold water. In a cone. Can I... Oh, you're up, so it's just going to... Where am I going to face this? I'm going to go Zayla and Jove. I need you both to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Will do.
You're not gonna like this next bit, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Con saves.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2.
Okay, so Zayla got a 22.
Hold on. Okay.
And I got a 15.
15. Okay. So you take... This is going to take me a minute. Sorry. 12. 12. 20. 30.
Remember who's got the
40.
Dragon's Blessing resistances and stuff.
Yeah.
45. Shit. 45. Plus 8. 53. Okay, Jove.
Yeah.
You take 60 points of cold damage, halved to 30.
Yep.
Zayla takes 30. Because it's halved, she made the save. That is the end of the dragon's turn, but it is now its lair action.
Jesus.
Yep. Okay. Okay. The creature shoots cold energy using the cone that it blasts on you, reels its head up and shoots the cold breath attack into the air above. Up to 3 creatures within 120 feet. So I'm gonna go Hallie, Clovis, and Ash. I need you all to... oh no, it's a ranged attack. Sorry. Plus 7 to hit. So it's a 20 to hit. Dirty
Does
20.
what hit?
Hit.
Hit.
It's
And you take 3d6, so 10. 16 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, Jesus. On 3d6.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I rolled really well. 5, 5, and a 6.
Oof.
Really high. Excellent. So that is the lair action, bringing us to Marcelius. As you fall, and you're falling for a good 35 feet until you see the origin of this light, and you 30 feet to the side, and you are currently on essentially an outcropping of icy rock on the edge of this kind of hole. You kind of look down and it's another 20 feet down to be the rocky bottom, idiot. But in this space off to one side, this is as you drop down this distance, it opens up into quite an open cavern under here, and the sight of a crystal, a geode, is in front of you.
A geo?
A geode, a crystalline form. Do you remember when I said that only you would get this reference?
Yep.
Think when you teleport into a major city?
Yep.
That's what you see. For those at home, it is a giant crystal with kind of like metallic rings around that are kind of spinning in a counterclockwise spin, typically. But as you get down into here, Marcelius, you look, and the glow from the crystal is fading and flickering, and the rings around it are only moving very slowly.
Right. Does it look like it's damaged somehow, or does it just look like it's draining of power? Like the power's gonna go up?
Make me a perception check and an arcana check, please.
Okay. Perception first. 17 minus 1, 16.
16 in perception. Arcana check, please.
This is the first time I'm using Arcana, by the way. And for some reason, when I created this character, I chose to have him have proficiency in Arcana. I've never used it. I've
First
through
ever
the
use.
entire campaign that this is fucking bullshit.
Okay.
22 because I have a +4 in Arcana.
Okay.
Nice.
Looking at it, you do see that there are slight, like, odd cracks in its form. But given your affinity to magic, you know that this shouldn't be enough to drain this thing, but it does look like it is just losing power. But then you, using your knowledge of the arcane, and you look around the actual cavern that you're in, and it takes a second because of the dim light that's coming from here, even though you have dark vision, but because you're so focused on this crystal in front of you that's kind of suspended in a state of levitation, you look around and the actual cavern itself comes into play, and you see that etched into the walls of the cavern are these runic symbols, and where you look, part of that cavern has been destroyed, and some of the runic symbols that you imagine would have been there are no longer there. And putting 2 and 2 together, you now see what could be causing this.
Fuck, so there's runes that are applying this thing with magic
Yes.
energy. Okay.
From what you can see, but you can't... What languages do you speak?
Draconic, Celestial. What else do I speak? I speak Common, Draconic, and Celestial.
You do not understand the language or the origin of these runes.
Well, this is gonna waste another turn, and God, and I. So a lot of questions, DM. Sorry,
It's okay.
but from because I'm slightly panicking. From what I can tell, it's just these runes that are applying the magic, or the.
It's hard to tell, and you have 6 seconds to figure this out, but for now it's sort of like you're trying to piece these things together, and all I'm saying is you see this crystal, it's losing power, there's slight damage on it, but you see the runes are like dotted literally around the cavern, but where one side of the cavern you imagine it should be, it is now no longer there. It is an open space.
We need to formulate this fucking sentence. Comprehend languages.
Okay.
Because I can.
Because I can.
So I'm casting comprehend languages at first level so that I can understand what these runes
Okay,
are.
you
saying.
comprehend languages, and you see that these are giant runes. Not like size, but the runes written in the giant language. They are also giant runes, because the giants
And
written them,
do
so you would,
they
you know, they
then
scale.
form a text, sort of like?
Nope.
Is it understandable?
Nope.
Fuck, that didn't help at all then. Right, well, that's my action. So I can't do much else about that. Okay, I'm gonna get up as close as possible towards this crystal.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend.
It is. You wouldn't be able to get close. It is suspended in the middle of this cavern. You are on a ledge. You can kind of get to the edge of the ledge, but you're talking it's a good 20 feet, 30 feet away from you, just suspended. And this thing is huge. It's not like a tiny crystal. We're talking it's like 30 feet high, 15 feet wide space. Like, it's huge.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get as close as I can.
Okay, so you get to the edge of the small ledge that you're on. Yeah.
And what to do. Yeah, I need another turn for this. So I'm gonna take my bonus action. Chris, remind me if I can't do this because I don't know sorceress, but it's a bonus action to convert spell slots, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna spend 2 of my sorcery points
To gain a second level spell.
to.
Spell
Can
slot.
I gain 2 first levels?
Yes, you can. Can you only do one sorcery point at a time, right? Yeah, but if you expend 2 sorcery points, you get 1 second. If you expend 2, can you expend 2 to get 2 first level, Chris? In one turn?
No, I think it's like 1 spell per
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
change, so
Okay.
you can't like
Well, in
take
that-
back.
in
you
that
can't-
case,
you
I'm
only have to
taking-
do 1 spell at a time.
Right. In that case, I'm taking 1 sorcery point to get another first
spell
level
slot.
spell slot back.
Okay, anything else on your turn, Marcelius?
No, I'm just gonna look up at through the hole and said, I don't know what I'm doing, but if you could lend some aid, that would be great.
Okay. Next in initiative order, Jove. So
cool.
I will give you your turn and then Zayla hers. Or you can do it in either way, whichever you want to do first.
Yeah. So is the dragon still sort of like back legs in the hole, front feet on the thing?
It's sort
or
of...
is it...
It kind of ambled one of its legs out and is kind of turning towards you when it breath attacked.
Yeah. So it's okay. Okay, let's try some kaiju stuff.
Love that.
Okay. So it's going to be sort of like a coordinated attack between me and Zayla. I want to try and drag this thing back into the hole by essentially sort of either grappling one of its wings fully or taking its neck and just using our weight to try and just pull it back
Okay.
and off the ledge, if that's doable. If not, I'll just do something normal.
I'm gonna say you can try.
Don't like that. All right. From the first attack we made, do its wings look any like damaged at all? Does it look like its flying capacity is like?
Not from where.
Not
Not really.
really.
No.
We didn't go through any of the skin.
Not really.
Wow.
I mean, you got through skin and you've drawn blood, but you've not damaged its flying ability.
No,
This creature is like over twice the size of Zayla.
Well, yeah, but we've got twice the heart.
Of
Right,
course,
okay.
of course. No, of course, of course.
Right. Okay. Seeing as it's facing me and I need it to get away from everyone else. All right. No, because I'll do an opportunity attack. I don't want to do any of those. Fuck it. We are just going to. Yeah, it's monster battle time. So.
It's monster battle time.
Go, Zayla. I am going to. In the same way that it ups AC if I aim for specific places, if I have Zayla aim purely for its neck,
Mhm.
does that up the attack? Does that up how, the AC? So basically, I want to try and sort of fuck this thing's neck up a bit, see if it can stop it from breathing stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
Cool. So I'm going to do 2 claws and then a 2 claws and a bite.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me to hit with the first one.
So first bite is a 21 to hit.
21 will
No.
hit.
First claw, sorry.
Yep.
And that is 2d6. Okay, so that is that's 11 on the first one.
11. Okay. As it with the first claw attack.
So, like, how I imagine is she sort of goes in with 2 like claws on both sides, and then we'll go in sort of to the center and try and sort of, bite out the middle,
Okay.
like a big piece of corn. The next one is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some
That's
damage,
very nice.
please. As the second claw attack finds
Second
purchase.
one, so that is 15 on the second one.
15 points of damage. Very good. And with the final bite attack.
And then bite in the middle. Okay, the final, that's 16 plus 9?
25.
5.
25 it is.
Excellent. This huge blue dragon just clamps down on the neck of this white dragon. Too many dragons.
That is...
Not enough dragons.
Many dragons.
Too many dragons. That's 20 points of piercing plus 6 points of lightning.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very good.
So it's kind
And
of like, one at the base, one at the top,
Okay.
and just straight in.
amazing. And she does. At the end of her turn,
Mm-hmm.
the dragon is going to use one of its legendary actions.
No.
And I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
And Zayla, sorry. Zayla and you. You and Zayla, dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
And no, that's just you two.
Just us two. Right,
Yep.
okay. So dex for me is dirty 20.
Okay.
And dex save for her is a 18.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
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 Oh, for goodness sake.
Zayla takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and is knocked prone. As the creature and the sheer ferocity and force of the beat of this thing's wings force Zayla back, and she falls back and crashes in the ground. I need you to make me another dexterity saving throw, just to see if you are able to leap off and land on your feet. So this is not to avoid the damage from the attack. This is just to see if you successfully land on your feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, sorry, hold on, yeah. That one's not as good, that's only a 16.
16 is what I needed. You
Okay.
land, but you see Zayla, and as she lands prone, she falls back on the edge of here and tumbles down 15 feet. It is a tumble, so it's only 2d6, not 3 because of falling. It takes an additional 11 points of bludgeoning damage as she topples down the side of this cliff. You, however, are left here on the edge. Oh, there's 2 of you for some reason.
Yeah, you doubled my thing up, I don't know why.
I
but
like to
just-
double things up.
Double Jove.
Is the name of his hit new single. Releasing sometime in the future if Faerun is saved. Cool. Jove, this is your turn. What would you like to do?
So... Well... That's just not cricket. We don't strike people's children. Especially if they're not your own. So...
We don't condone hitting children on this show.
we don't know. Tails on Tap is morally against.
Yeah, locking them in boxes. Anyway, I'm joking. It's just a joke.
Okay,
It's
whoa,
just a joke.
move
It's just
on,
a joke.
move on.
Moving on. Jove, your turn.
Yes, it is. Okay, I'm not going to be able to move that thing myself. I still have flying speed. How high, how tall is this thing?
Oh, like 40 feet up? Like, well, mind you, 30-ish? It's huge, mate. It's massive.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm trying to gauge. Because is it like what I'm trying to gauge? Is it a full flying speed's worth of movement to get up onto it, or would I not be able to because I'm
depends where you try
5 feet away?
Trying to get on top of it. You could possibly get onto its back, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. I'm going to do exactly that.
So you use your movement speed to land on this creature's back.
Woof. And I just come up, land on its back, and sort of look it dead in the eye and just go, "Leave my kid alone." Bonus action, gonna swig down my greater healing potion.
Okay.
Good shout.
Yeah. Good. Like that.
So that's 20, is it?
20, yeah.
Yes.
I'm almost back. Shove that down, throw it down on its back indignantly, and then running towards its neck, I'm just going to start aiming for places where I see claw marks.
Okay.
2 big swings. Let's go for this.
Go
bastard.
ahead and roll me to hit with the first big swing.
Big swing. First big swing is a 27 to hit.
27 will hit. Roll me
Nice,
some
big
damage,
swing.
please.
Okay, that is 6 plus 8 is 14.
14 damage, okay.
14 plus 6 lightning.
Plus 6 lightning, okay.
Yep. And then basically like you're trying to hack through a tree. It's just 2 big swings in the same place, trying to get some openings up on this big boy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit.
Then it's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please, as you... in the same spot.
So that's 16 slashing plus 7 lightning.
16 plus 7.
Yeah. And plus 4 for rage, because I always forget the 2 that rage gives you.
23,
So
so 25.
25 points of damage total. Ooh. Okay. Very
And
good.
I'm just going to stand on this thing's back and try and take some... Well, I mean, it's going to notice me anyway, but I'm trying to keep its attention on me.
Did
Okay.
you take +2 for your first attack as well from rage?
Yeah, that's why I said plus 4. Because
And at the end of your turn, using
Yep.
its last legendary action of this turn, it is going to try and make a tail attack against you, Clovis.
Okay.
Okay,
Survive.
that's going to be a 28 to hit.
Okay.
That's your AC, right, Chris? Meat beats?
Okay, so 28. So you take 8 plus 6, 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are
Okay.
next in initiative order. However, it is bang on 8 o'clock. I couldn't have timed that any better. But we will be back. We're going to take a short break. Please don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in around 10-15 minutes. Just for those of you worried, going, oh my god, this isn't going to leave enough time. We are playing tonight until we get to the end. So if that's 10, if it's 11, we're going until the end.
We're finishing
So
this.
we are finishing this tonight. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. Thank you everyone that has been with us so far. It has meant the world to us for you guys to be here with us for this intense finale. Look at the faces of the players right now. You can tell that this means the world to them, and
Yeah.
it means the world to all
Tell
of us.
your
So,
friends. Tell your friends to come here.
yeah, it's
Like-
about to hit.
Get to get in here.
So,
Shit's about
thank
to
you
get
so much.
crazy.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes, about 10 past ish. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Thanks. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. There has been some very nervous wee-wees at the break by players and DM, but thank you so much for joining us. I just want to take this opportunity to take a minute and say it honestly means the world to us that you guys are here with us this evening. We've worked so hard over the last 18 months to curate such an epic campaign for not only ourselves, but to have you guys along on this journey with us, it honestly means the world. Tonight is honestly going to be the end of a campaign. We are finishing this fucking thing tonight, so please stick with us. It may go on later than we anticipate, but we will get to the end of this evening. So, without further ado, Clovis, you are up.
Oh. Okay. I kind of want to save that though. Okay, yeah. So
Seeing the helmet be whipped from
Whipped?
Resmir's head.
I love
Why
that
am I
it was
saying it weird?
whipped.
Whipped.
So much emphasis on the
from
H.
Resmir's head. Recognizing the elemental affinity of such a chromatic color,
Mm-hmm.
and having made those comments in the previous round, just looks to Resmir and says, "Well, isn't that convenient?" And then he begins to form a ball of crackling green energy in his hands. Sorry, my boom mic's being annoying.
All right.
and I'm going to cast a 4th level chromatic orb acid damage at Resmir.
Fuck yeah, go ahead and roll me to hit, please, with this chromatic orb. He
Shall
says,
we?
quickly checking her sheet and making sure that there's
That's-
nothing I can do about this.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay.
So we have 68.
68?
D8.
68? I was like, are you fucking for real, bro? What level did you cast this at?
Give me a second. 68 plus 5 because of my elemental affinity.
Excellent.
And then at the same time... No. Yeah, so I'll do that. 68. So, can someone count for me? 7,
Yep.
6,
13,
6,
21.
19.
Oh, yeah, 19. Sorry, yeah, 19. 19.
3,
21.
21.
5, 5,
26.
31.
31.
plus 5, 36 points damage.
Yeah.
37. I miscounted.
And just okay, and just literally like proper like baseball throw, just cocks his whole body back and just launches this big glob of sizzling ooze towards Resmir.
And it does, and it kind of spins so perfectly as it crashes into the side of Resmir, and you see the black draconic scales of her skin kind of start to crackle on, with the acid that has striked her. Anything else on your turn, Clovis?
And then just as he does that, he gets clocked on the back of the head by the dragon's tail. Goes, "Oh fuck!" And just pops a potion.
Okay, what potion are you drinking?
I'm gonna drink the normal potion, so 10 hit points.
Okay.
Sorry, my camera just fell.
Okay,
That was the
no
dragon
problem.
hitting him.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. That's bonus action.
And I'm still in melee range of this big fucker on. Oh shit, I just
Okay.
closed out there.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just closed the VT2.
So, Quinn is going to... Let me just zoom out 1 second. I need to make sure I can actually fucking reach. Oh, not quite.
Actually, can I? Because I'm still not back on owlbear, but can I remaining within 10 feet of the big dragon,
Mm-hmm.
move round to the opposite side? So like, all right, I'm back.
You're on. You can do that. That's no problem.
And I move to about there.
Okay. Oh, I've got so much fun things that I can do, but it's just the Fuck. I'm going to do it. Quinn is going to step out here.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to point her finger towards the dragon. And the dragon needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fireball!
Which it fails.
Okay.
As she
Gotta go.
casts web. Oh!
Hey!
And the dragon's movement is completely done, and it is stuck in place as
Nice.
it is now restrained in this spell.
And it's on the ground now as well.
It is on the ground, yeah. So that is Quinn's turn. That's action, movement. She does have a bonus action, so she's probably going to drink the other potion that she's got, which is a normal health potion. Oh, no. Heal, so she's back up to at least half, which is great. Thank you. But she's going to die soon anyway, it's fine. Anyway, Resmir's next. Resmir sees you come towards her, Ashar,
Yes.
and does not like that. Not one bit. So he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Well, she's going to get to you. We're going to say she gets to you. Because she's got... Yeah, she's got enough speed. That's fine. And she's going to... Ooh, she does have... Okay, so she's going to take... The first attack is going to be with her greatsword.
Okay.
That is... Unfortunately, that is a natural 20 for a 29.
Ooh. You don't like
Yeah, that
those.
will hit. But in response, I need her to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. 14?
Hang on. 14.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Fails.
Okay.
Okay. So she takes 9 points of lightning damage plus an additional 3 points of lightning damage for hitting me.
So how many
As I
total?
use
Sorry,
Wrath of the
total?
Storm. Sorry, so it's 9 points of lightning damage from
Yeah.
Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah.
An additional 3 points from my braces retaliating.
Okay, so 12 points
12
of
points.
damage. Excellent. So you take, as she strikes you with this blade...
Yep.
18 plus 6.
24.
24 points of damage. 6 of that is necrotic.
I'm resistant to that, so I get.
Yeah. So you get 3 back, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't need to. Doesn't matter. No, you don't need to.
on.
But
It was okay.
you
but
now
never mind.
can't regain hit points for the next minute.
Ooh.
The target can, however, make a con save at the end of your next turn to end the effect early if you succeed.
Oh no.
Next attack is not nearly as good. That is only going to be 26 to hit.
Nowhere near as good.
No, near as good. 26 to
Nowhere
hit.
near as good.
That
Yes,
hits.
it hits.
So that is going to be 21 points of damage, 5 of which was necrotic. And again, you cannot regain any hit points for the next minute.
That's almost as much as the crit.
What? Ash, are you down?
Get out of there. Get out
Okay.
of there. Get out of there.
Okay. Top of the initiative order. Is Banff going to do anything, or are we moving on?
Hell yeah, Bam's gonna do something.
Okay, what's Banff going to do? If you say fucking take the hide action, I'm going to be fuming. Like,
No.
what is Banff going to do?
Wait. 40 feet, and then... Dog, sorry. Always need to check this just to make sure I'm not fucking something up. 40 feet plus 45 feet. So can I get there? Oh, I can get there. I can get there.
For now.
Seeing Quinn getting
Razzle dazzled.
Yeah.
Bamf is going to sprint forwards and then leap into the air and teleport next to Rezmir and make a bite attack against Rezmir.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
Risking my dog. Okay.
There's
Oh,
Bamf.
also, just by default, not that it matters, she'll take an extra 1 point of lightning damage for hitting me the second time.
That's 24 to hit.
Aha.
First strike.
24
19
will
plus 5.
hit.
19 plus 6, 25 to hit you. Okay, that was just a normal attack, so that's a d6 plus 5.
6 plus 5, that's 11 damage.
On the first bite.
11 damage. Yeah.
And then second attack is a savage attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit,
that's
please.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Come on, Bamf.
Go on, girl. And that is, again, 6 plus 5, so
Another 11 damage.
Another 11 damage. Excellent. Thank you for that. As she races across and then bumps and lands right next to Rezmir and two huge chunks.
Tearing away at the back of his heels to try and sort of drag
Her heels. Yeah.
her away
Let's
from...
do this again.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Tears away at her heels to try and drag her away from Ash.
At the end of Bamp's turn, Rezmir will use her legendary action, and I need Bamf and Ash. I need you to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
– 20.
13.
Okay. Need to center this on Rezmir. As Rezmir stabs her sword in the ground, and from it, this black, ichid fog starts to seep up and into both yours and Bamp's lungs.
I don't technically need to breathe.
You still take damage from the attack. Yeah. So that is 8. That's 10 points of poison damage. Ash is down, and in that, Rezmir comes out of sight.
What? Wait, what? All right.
As this... And 60 feet becomes magical darkness.
Oh, good. The only person who can see through that and see that I'm down is in a hole.
I think I can see through that.
You need blind sight to get through magical darkness.
The helmet
Devil
gives
sight
me
or blind sight.
something. Let me
Yeah, the
just
helmet
double
gives you
check.
blind
Ugh.
Well, next in initiative is Ash. I need you to roll me a death saving throw,
Yeah,
please.
message.
Yes,
Isn't it
please.
the con save first to get rid of the effect?
She's down.
I'm down.
Ash
You don't
dropped.
still-
Which con save for what effect?
For the effect that stops her from healing.
Ah!
Well, yeah, but even if she got that effect out...
No, because if people try to heal me to get me up...
Oh, yeah,
we
they
can't-
I will be able to
they
we
regain.
can't heal her to get.
Oh, no, you can... it's gone now, so, like, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, because you
Okay,
don't need...
so
You don't need
the
yeah,
effect
yeah.
is zero.
I
So
think
roll
this
me...
is the first time Ash has been down while we've been streaming.
Okay, so roll
I
me a
think
death
so,
saving
yeah.
Wait,
throw,
really?
please. Roll me a death saving throw.
Okay.
Please send me the result.
On it.
Okay, thank you. Next in initiative, Hallie.
Well, I do have blind sight.
Up to how far?
60 feet?
Up to 60 feet, okay. So you are... How far in the sky did you say you flew?
60 feet?
So you're 60 feet up. You would not be able to see Ash then at this point. Because of the distance. You're 60 feet up, you said?
Yeah. Oh, because she's further away.
Yep.
So I didn't see
you
her
are-
fall.
You did not.
Well, that changes things. Okay, sorry. So, worried that, Marcellus hasn't, returned.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to dash So she's going to fly 60 feet, and then if she needs to dash, she'll go another 60 feet to try and see what's what.
So where are you going?
So I'm going in the hole.
You're
Yeah.
going down. Okay, so you go down 60 feet and then another 60 feet. So I'm going to say you're going to get about just around 20 feet-ish to where Marcellus is.
Okay.
A bit higher than where he is. As you're flying, you hear the sounds of screaming are becoming a little bit louder. But this thing is falling. Like, there is sheer terror beneath where you are. But you fly down and you're 20 feet from where Marcellus is. You kind of look down and he's on a ledge looking towards this huge crystal that's kind of in stasis.
What the fuck are you doing?
We need to get this thing working again.
I look towards the crystal. Can I glean any way to get it to work again?
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Okay, not bad. What have I got? A plus? I've got a 0 to that, so that's a 19.
A 19. With a 19, you figure... You gleam that whatever has happened to this is due to... You see the runic symbols and you see that it's crumbled, so you kind of figure out how it's not working. You can't seem to see a way to get it working again.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. I think you might need to get out of here.
Can't do that, Ali. I'm sorry. Maybe it just needs more power.
Okay.
So that's your action, is it?
Yeah, I've got all. That's all my actions. So.
Okay.
I suppose I can do it, but I can't do anything in bonus action. So no.
Okay. Next in initiative order is the dragon, who is currently restrained. I'm just double checking.
Restrained means you can't take attacks or anything.
It's just to to see whether or that enters its turn, makes a dex save and a fail save. Rah, rah, rah. Creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check against the spell DC. If it succeeds, it's no longer restrained. So the adult white dragon is going to make a strength check.
Wonder how that's going to go.
It was an 18 on the die anyway, and he has quite a big strength score. So,
but that's action. That
is its action, but it releases itself from web. Lair action though. Ooh. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. The dragon creates an opaque wall of ice, a solid surface that it can see within 120 feet. It can be up to 60 feet long, 30 feet high, and a foot thick. He is going to place the wall flat and across, so it becomes a foot tall, 30 feet across, 60 feet long. And it's going to place it need to do 30 feet, which is 1 second. 30 feet is there. And it's going to place it there over the top of where Zayla lies. And it's kind of pretty much on top of her. It kind of crashes down through a bit of the rubble and jams into the rock. So Zayla is currently pinned underneath this opaque ice wall that it has created. Marcellus, you are up.
All right, and you said that this crystal is about 20 feet from me, and the rings are surrounding it, right?
Yeah, about 20 to 30 feet, suspended. A little bit higher than where you are.
How far are the rings protruding from it? Like, how far would they be from me? Like,
less than a foot. Like, they are kind of just on it, there or thereabouts, a little bit off. They're not like giants spinning around it. They are pretty much just around the mass of it.
And they are spinning, right? But they are slowly spinning now.
They are slowing down.
Right. Okay, we need to get that faster. And how far away is Hallie from me?
20 feet in the air.
20 feet in the air.
That's right.
Right. Okay. Marcelo's gonna take a couple steps back.
Okay.
He's gonna say, "All right, big guy. You show me the truth. I'm with you. Please. Please be with me now." And he's gonna bamf out his halo.
Okay.
And a post from the what's been black has gone to a white, almost golden hue around him, radiating stronger than it's ever been before. And as he whips out his arm, he creates a lash of lightning, almost like a whip. And he's gonna run and try to snap against the ring, and with all his force pull the ring in the direction that it's spinning and try to pull it faster.
Okay.
That's it.
Clutch, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a spell attack, please. Using your spell attack modifier. So D20 spell attack modifier, please.
Right. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. So Marcelius has no inspiration left after this. Just for the people at home.
Oh!
Is that the second nat 20 on
Is that a
Inspire?
natural 20?
20.
Oh, let's go. As you
29.
God, dude.
29.
Nice.
29?
You see that, unfortunately, you are out of range by about 10 feet, and you know this, knowing exactly what you want to do. So what happens is you back up against the back of the wall, take a deep breath, and run and launch yourself off the ledge and woof, and use your own momentum to swing off this thing, to spin it round, and as you do, you woof, release yourself off. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Let it rip.
As you basically pendulum your way round, woof, back up,
16.
and as you 16, you whip the whip back to yourself. Land back on, and as you do, you see that the ring you attach this lightning energy to is spinning a bit quicker, and the glow of the crystal gets stronger, and you feel that the drop in the the sheer force of the structure falling begins to slow. That is your action on this turn. Anything else from you?
Nice.
Nice. Okay. I think we can head up now.
Oh, no,
Do you
no.
catch me?
It only happens for a moment, like it pulses, but the ring doesn't continue to spin at that speed. It kind of
If you're gonna keep doing it, you have to
and then it starts to slow, but you can see that it's. But there are.
Okay.
Make me a perception check.
God. 13.
13. You needed a 12, so that's fine. With a 13, you see that there are 3 rings in total. You managed to latch onto the bottommost ring and spin that. The middle ring is stationary completely. The top ring is spinning in the opposite direction, the similar speed to the bottom one.
Okay, so as I land, I'm going to say, Hallie, I can't reach the top one. I'm not going to be able to reach the top one. I might be able to reach the middle one.
Can I respond?
I'll allow free actions to respond.
Well, 1, that was fucking awesome. 2, I think you have the right idea. I might be able to help you with this.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Marcelius, or is that you?
That's bonus action, movement, and action. Nothing else.
Perfect. Jove, you are up on the back of a giant white dragon with your blood soaked in its blood. Your axe soaked in its blood. Don't know where I was going with
My
that.
blood soaked in its blood.
Yeah.
Bloodception.
One love.
A lot of blood.
One
A lot of
life.
blood.
Go ahead.
Cool. Okay. So it's free now, yeah?
It is no longer restrained, but it is your turn.
I can't see Ash. Clovis is in front of it. And Zayla is under some ice. It's both a bad and a good time to be a barbarian, because I really have very few things in my belt. Yeah, alright, for the moment I'm just gonna have to keep hitting at this dragon, because it's either it's got to die or I do. So 2 more at the same, I'm just sort of trying to get a decent chunk into this thing's neck now.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit with your first attack, please.
Yes.
As you wield your giant great axe and take one hell of a swing towards it.
So the first one is 27 to hit.
27
Nice.
will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
Okay, that is 5 plus 8, so that's 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 slashing plus 4 lightning, so that's the first one. So 13
Okay.
plus 4, so that'd be 17? 18?
Yep.
Math.
And your second attack, go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
Second one is a 23 to hit.
Nice.
23 will hit.
Okay, 16 plus. I should not drop my dice. 16 plus.
I really shouldn't be drinking coffee with the spasm I'm having
you
right now.
16 slashing and 9 lightning.
As your blade pierces the skin of this creature the first time and you reel back your great axe for a second swing, you see in this split second that you've caused so much damage to the back of this creature's neck. Part of its spine is showing.
Ooh.
And at that moment, you and swing with all your might into the back of this creature's neck. I want you to describe for me in this moment how you want to kill this
You
creature.
single-handedly took that down.
Oh my god!
Way, dude.
Beast.
Yeah, that's
Okay, fuck it. Let him deal with the rest, man.
Okay, Joe, can you deal with this, please?
yeah, so he's just it's very much like Woodman, just bang, bang, and as he sort of sees its spine, he goes, okay. He hits in, finds where the vertebrae just sort of go in, cracks into that, kicks the axe, pushes it, and just starts prying and pushing, and you hear the vertebrae and the bones.
As
With his might, he just grabs the side of the neck and just pulls enough of the neck where the weight of the head just.
oh, so good. And as you kind of grab hold of this creature and bend its head out of the way with all your might, there is such a guttural scream of pain from this dragon as it cries out one final cry as it crashes and drops and hits the ground. And the weight of this creature, it does hit the ground, but where it's positioned, and it starts to fall. The wall that was holding Zayla in is no longer, but this creature, and you're holding onto this, Jove. As this creature drops off the edge and down into the hole.
With me still on top? Or
You have grabbed hold of its head. I will give you a split second. I need you to
So-
make me a decisive action.
Yeah, so with my wings, as it starts to topple, I'm just going to basically fly onto the ledge below where Zayla is.
Okay,
So just-
you
Straight off.
and you land, and you see this, and it just topples into the hole. It is Zayla's turn.
She's free now, isn't she?
She is free, and you see that she begins to just pick herself back up and kind of like stretch her wings back out after being pinned onto the ground.
Free action to Zayla. I just look at her with the biggest smile I've ever had in my life, and just it's mutual respect. Just well fucking done. We did that.
Okay. Anything on Zayla's turn?
Can she see the cave and the crystal and all that kind of stuff? Are we on the same ledge or in a different ledge?
No. You haven't even gone down into the hole yet, so you can't see down there.
Oh, okay. There's more levels to that hole than just the one we're on.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why Hallie and Marcellus aren't on the map. Because they're deep
Sorry, I thought they were
down
just like...
below in the underground.
Okay. So I don't know if it would be an action or a bonus action to pick up Jove because he's small compared to her. But can she just sort of put Jove on his back and fly up the full 80 feet so we're back sort of just in the air, flying together?
Yep.
Just so we can get a good eye on Clovis as well.
You certainly
and Quinn
can.
And Banff, if we're not Banff, but...
Excellent.
Yes. As the dragon falls, Jove and Zayla just rise up together.
Okay. At the end of your turn, as you both
sorry, that's both of us. Yeah.
rise up and you're on the back of Zayla.
Yeah. And the hole was 15 feet down, yeah?
Mm-hmm. 15 feet down? No. Like, the hole plummets in. You'd have to, like, fly down. It's another, like, 30-odd feet down to get to where Hallie must...
Ledge.
Oh, up, yeah, the ledge. Yeah, the ledge up is 15 feet, yeah.
Cool. So, using 50 feet of flying speed, because she has 80, we're just going to go up 15 and then out and just look over the battlefield.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Resmir will take her second legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ash.
Yeah.
You feel Resmir's blade as she stabs into your side as you're on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an automatic hit. You're prone, and it's an automatic crit.
Yeah.
Okay. Next in initiative is Quinn.
Is it Quinn or Clovis?
Oh, it is Clovis. Sorry, it is Clovis. Clovis is next. Sorry, apologies. It is Clovis. I had you on the thing and I just pressed the next button, and my apologies. It is your turn.
So, seeing Ash go down, and then Banff rush to try and help her, and then both of them completely engulfed in darkness. And am I seeing a dome of darkness or like a 10-foot high sort of puck? Like, what am I looking at?
It's kind of it's a dome.
Okay. And then watching this thing as this thing sort of begins to fall down, Clovis just kneels for a moment, and he takes out Anguisse with the crystal cup, dragon head. He bows his head, and he says quietly, "We are kin. And we are allies. And now, more than ever, I need the strength of a dragon." And he picks up Anguisse, grabs it from the bottom of the cane, and throws it into the air in the direction of the magical darkness. He then begins to run towards the magical darkness, and as he gets just before entering, activating the blind sight of his helmet, giving him 30 feet of blind sight.
Yep.
Which covers most of the area that they were in when he last saw them.
Yep. As you reach that point, you see Resmir stood over the body of Ashar with the black sword driven into Ash's side, and a pool of dark blue blood start to form on the floor around her.
Does Resmir see? Does it seem like Resmir acknowledges me as I step into the darkness? I assume with blind sight, I can see them still.
You do get the feeling, because as she's like as you're rushing to this point, she drives the blade. I'm talking like a slow, meaningful. And as you get to the edge and activate, you see that she senses your presence and just kind of towards you, and this look of zero remorse on her face. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, because that activating the blind sight doesn't take an action.
Yeah,
it's just free action.
Mm-hmm.
But what is an action is in the throwing of Anguisse into the air and speaking the words to Bahamut to lend me the strength of dragons. The cane disappears into the silhouette of the sun. And as Clovis enters the darkness and faces down Resmir, from above, there is a... as I cast Summon Draconic Spirit.
Hell yeah!
Yes! And for those at home who don't know what Draconic Spirit does, do you want to just explain that for me? Oh, in fact, describe it, then explain it.
A large, corporeal, white dragon descends from the silhouette of the sun, directly bearing down on Resmir from above. It allows me to summon a draconic spirit. I'm choosing a cold, so a white chromatic draconic spirit.
Okay.
And it goes immediately after my turn. We share initiative order, but it goes immediately after me.
And what would you like this white chromatic dragon to do?
As it descends, Clovis kind of looks at Resmir and then just looks up. And as Resmir kind of looks up to see what I'm looking at, you see, as it is bearing down, it releases its breath weapon at Resmir. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And it will be angled directly down so as not to, or in such a way so as not to hit Bamf or Ash.
What's the DC?
The DC is 17. It's my DC.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Okay, it's not a lot. It's 7 points of cold damage.
And then it kind of, as it's bearing down and shoots down this cold damage on Resmir, it kind of beats its wings so that it stops 10 feet above him, staying out of his reach, and then just with two of its the claws on the end of it, two of its claws just lashes down at him with two rend attacks.
Still hurt.
Still hurt, but yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Into this mess.
I know. Got us. Go ahead and roll me to hits, please. With the two rend attacks.
Spell attack modifier, so it's a plus 10. First one's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And the second one?
Second one is a 26 to hit.
Both will hit. Go
18
ahead
and
and
16.
roll me some damage, please.
Okay. So first attack is 9 points of damage. Second attack is 4 plus 4, 8 points of damage.
As you...
Piercing.
Piercing. Thank you. As you race to the edge of this utter darkness, and you see Resmir drive this blade, and you throw Anguisse into the sky and summon this dragon, this corporeal dragon. And as it releases its breath attack, For those of you that are able to see within this circle, it strikes you as the oddest thing. Because as the dragon opens its mouth to shoot its cold breath out, Clovis is stood at the edge of this circle and goes, "No!" At the exact point the breath weapon hits. And as the claws come down, Clovis just goes, "No!" and lashes his own arms in synchronicity with this corporeal white dragon. The first claw clawing across the chest. You missed, but by millimeters, but you will not miss again as the second attack lands and finds purchase in the side of Resmir's neck, and almost, if you blink, you would miss it, goes through the neck. As Resmir turns the head once more towards you, and as she does, the head topples from the shoulders and crashes into the ice. And the strangest thing happens, Clovis, when it does. The head disperses into black soot, and the body collapses, the armor and the weapon clanging to the floor, but the body of Resmir into a black ash. Fitting, right?
Hey, what the fuck was that?
Well played.
Killing
After these
Resmir.
attacks, Clovis, sort of beginning to sort of stumble towards Ash, or getting ready to stumble towards Ash, just points an arm towards the hole, and the draconic spirit will use all of its 60 fly speed to begin to make its way down into the hole.
Okay. As Resmir drops and hits the ground, and the black ashes of herself just wash over the surface of the floor, the magical darkness dissipates in an instant. Clovis, you look over, and where Ash is lay, and the blade currently stuck out of her side, she is unmoving. Congratulations all. You are out of the final combat of the campaign. Well done all of you, but the trial is not over yet, because for those of you down the hole, the rings start to slow. For those of you at the top, Jove, Clovis, you feel, and Quinn and Banff you'll feel the descent of the flying castle to start to quicken.
I would see Ash from where I was, right?
You will see Ash lying down with no movement.
So Jove would move at the breakest neck of speed, probably Zayla just one big fell swoop, and he will just slide straight off her to get to where she is, meeting Clovis probably in the center. It's what do we do?
Get her up. Get her up. She needs help. Clovis will begin running over as well. Do you have any potions left?
No,
Clovis pops a superior healing potion and dumps it in her mouth.
You dump the superior healing potion in Ash's mouth, and unfortunately it does not take hold.
He's grabbing her by the sides of the head and shaking her. Come on, and like
Jove
moving the gullet.
Jove is going to take the axe and just run it straight across his hand, so this huge stream of blood just starts pouring out. And going to where the wound is, I'm going to start using donation of blood, and I'm just going to start pouring hit points into the location to try and help knit this wound back together, or give some blood back. Basically, I'm just pouring hit points into her at this point. Come on, Ash, come on!
You do so, and try as you might, nothing seems to work.
Oh no, come on, no. Clovis.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Because of all the history that
Oh, sorry.
Marcelius
That changed. Meant that one.
has with Ash in the strangest of forms, and because the vision that brought me back, when she goes down, do I feel anything?
You do not.
Okay, so I wouldn't know.
No. Clovis and Jove,
No.
you stand over Ash's body on a castle that is plummeting towards the earth. Ash, you feel the blade of Resmir take purchase. You have but a moment.
I think lying there, feeling like she doesn't know that Resmir's dead. She doesn't know that the dragon's been felled. She still feels like she hasn't done enough. She feels like, well, this was the final battle. She knew that there was a chance that this was going to be it for her. She thought she'd have more time to help her friends. I think as that blade strikes her as she's down, her eyes flicker open. She stares up at the sky. You thought I had more time? As she's saying this in her head, angled up. Please, look after them. Please. I need you to protect them, because I can't do that anymore. Protect my family. Do I see Clovis and Jove around me?
You do not.
Okay.
You see a vast forest. Beautiful, lush grassland as far as the eye can see. You stand for a moment. I'll come back to you soon, okay? Okay.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. Quick change of pace. Apologies, but the rest of you, as you
Yes.
Jove is just at this point he's basically scooping blood from the floor, trying to sort of push it back onto Ash, and he's just like, "No, Ash, come on, you gotta live, Ash. You can't. No, you don't get to die here. No, come on, I can heal you.
Wait.
If there's a time to pull someone out of your ass, Clovis, now's the time. Come on."
I think I already did. And Clovis dives towards Ash's body. But before I tell you what I'm going to do,
Here's a word from our sponsor.
first, my dragon who I sent down the hole
yes.
is an ice dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I will send a message to it as it begins to descend, and I will say, do what you can to keep this thing above ground.
As you both stand, Zayla, rushes between the both of you, almost forcing you back from Ash. And you both hear in your head, "Go, both of you. I've got this.
No,
Trust me.
She's
I've got this. They need you now."
Clovis, go. Just give me a minute. I'll be right behind you.
And you hear again,
Can
she
I
goes,
lurch to try and take something from Ash's body?
you can try, but at this point, Zayla is perched over her, and as soon as she goes, "Go now," you hear, and it is a cry, but also an angry, "Go!" But you can reach forward.
I'm going to try and reach forward. I'm going to reach for Ash's arm. And I'm going to take off the ring of mind shielding.
Excellent.
If I can.
Okay.
And I'll put it on my finger.
Okay.
Please tell me you're there.
Oh, you fucking genius!
Okay. Zayla, again, she snaps at you with her claw, with her jaw, and just goes, "Now!"
Fine. And with the ring on, I'll just grab Jove by the scruff of his shoulder, run towards the edge of the hole.
You see that
And if I can see...
the corporeal dragon is around 20 feet down and is looking and just turns and opens its wings, waiting for you to, launch yourself onto it.
I do.
As Jove is being pulled by Clovis, he's trying to fight back, but a lot of the battle took his strength. He's not sure what's going on now. He's kind of fucked up. In his mind, he's just going to talk to Zayla and just go, "What are you doing?"
Trust me. Now,
I
move.
trust you, but tell me you're going to be here when I get back.
If you don't move, thousands of people are going to die.
Yeah, I get that, but I still care about you, Zayla, so tell me you're going to be here when I get back.
You see that Zayla just turns her head from you.
But he just follows onto the back, staring completely at Zayla as they move down.
Okay.
While this has been happening, oblivious to what's been going on, seeing the effect that the ring spinning had, I would have tried to have grabbed the other ring that was spinning the other way.
Yeah.
And tried to make it spin.
So you're going for the top ring at this point?
Yes.
Okay, so you go for the top ring and start to, how are you doing that?
I'm literally just trying to grab it and pull it.
Okay, make me a strength check, please.
Not great at those.
It can be athletics.
Athletics?
It can be athletics.
Okay.
Strength check. Athletics check.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 17.
17. You grab, and it's hard to pull, but you... And you just start pulling this thing in motion. Marcellius, what are you doing while she's doing that?
I'm just gonna launch myself at the second ring again, and as I do, the halo is still glowing around me. Just gonna say, I need more power. I'm gonna need more power than this, and I tap my chest and burst out the spirit shroud.
Okay.
That's my bonus action, and I'm gonna choose radiant energy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just start launching and running, and take the biggest jump I can, and again use the lightning lash to try and grab on top of the second ring.
Okay. You do so. Make me a spell attack roll, please.
Uh, 24.
24. Okay, thank you. At this point, Hallie, you are trying to drag the top ring. Marcellius, you are just about to launch yourself off. Jove and Clovis, on the back of this corporeal white dragon, you to the level, and this image of this huge blue crystal comes into sight, and you see Hallie on the top ring be pulling to try and gain some momentum that way, and Marcellius launch and grab the bottom ring, and it becomes extremely clear what is trying to be done here. What do either of you two want to do?
Does this crystal, does it seem to be exuding any cold?
No.
Does that look like there's anything to grab onto on the center ring?
You can just grab the ring.
Okay. Seeing as those two are doing that, Jove, very despondently, just looks at Clovis and just goes, "Can your dragon get me to that middle one? I can start trying to move it too."
The cavern itself is huge. Like, if you were to grab it and grab hold of this dragon and it fly around, you could probably get enough speed to get this thing moving.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Reach out,
Yeah.
and as he grabs it, Clovis is going to hold on to the sort of neck horn of this thing.
Yep.
And I mean, I want to do something that's a little bit more thematic,
Just
because it'd be
spinning
cool.
on the top.
I don't actually want to. I don't want to do any damage to it technically, but I
Now-
want to sort of use. Go on.
Now is the time for cool shit.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, what I was going to do was just use the. Fuck, where has it gone? Where's my whip thing? My crazy lightning whip thing? What was that
Lightning
called?
lash.
Witch bolt.
More.
Where's my witch bolt gone?
Did you
For some reason, I don't have witch bolt anymore, but
You do
I'm going to
have-
say you have
but
witch
I wanted
bolt.
to. Yeah, but I'm going to use my sort of witch bolt to sort of lasso around it and just fly around on the back of this dragon in whatever direction that it uses, holding onto it with my witch bolt, sort of infusing my magic energy into it. I'll pump sorcery points into it. I'll pump spell slots into it, just trying to
Okay.
imbue this thing with as much non-harmful magic as possible.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Okay.
Hallie, you start grabbing this top ring with every ounce of your being and start dragging this thing, and you do start to gain some momentum, and you are just brute forcing this fucking thing round, right? Simultaneously, Marcellius, you again pump out the spirit shroud and launch yourself off again, grabbing hold with every little thing that you can, your whip as well as the spirit shroud on the bottom, just to gain so much momentum to get that spinning. And Jove, you grab hold of one of the neck horns on the dragon as Clovis instructs it to fly at an angle and bank around, and just bank as fast as it can continuously around this thing, and you reach out and you grab, almost fucking like Thor from Infinity War style, like,
Our faces start going.
Bang.
Our faces start going like that.
and you grab hold of it, and as you grab hold of it, it doesn't move at first, and the dragon kind of like gets pulled back and it goes woof, and you feel and you hear the popping of joints, like as your elbows go but you just go and just you hear the screeching of like a metallic object coming into motion as it starts to spin and it starts to gain momentum. And as all of you do that and the rings are spinning, Clovis, you close your eyes holding onto the dragon, trying to not get fucking dizzy because you're going at quite some speed. You open your eyes,
Catching some G's.
both slits on your eyes are in their draconic form, and you hold your hand out and with as much arcane energy into this thing. You all simultaneously see that the pulsing blue light of this crystal gets brighter and brighter until it explodes in light, surrounding your very person. I'll come back to you all in a minute. Asha.
Yeah.
1 second. I need to get my sad music on. There we go.
Love that.
Asha.
Yeah.
You stand in a lush green field surrounded by trees. And you look directly in front of you. You know this place. This is the most familiar place to you in the world. The only place that you've ever felt like home. And you see the grandfather tree. And at first, you think that this is going to strike fear in you based on the visions that you've seen previously. But it doesn't. Because there is nobody nailed to this tree. Well, there are people stood around it, holding hands, smiling, and looking out at you. You see your friends, Marcellius, Clovis, Hallie, Phalanx, Tiri. You see Vincis sat on his giant turtle, smoking his pipe. You see Jove, Gwyn, Banff, and at the very front, you see this tiny little white owlin as she looks out towards you. And as you take a couple of steps, you hear in your head a familiar voice, because there's one person missing from this picture. It's time to choose, Ashar. And it is your choice to make. As you hear the voice of Zayla in your head.
I look to all of my friends standing by the tree, and this sense of longing overwhelms me. I look to Feathers. Hey. You're a bit earlier than I expected.
So are you.
I'd ask how everything is treating you, but I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can. You have your family here, I have no one.
And as you say that, it dawns on you that you have everyone. Every single person there is there for you. And for the first time in a very, very long time, you don't feel alone. But that voice in your head again goes, it's time, Ashar. Time to decide. We don't have much of it. And this is yours.
I don't want to go. I don't want to leave them.
Don't talk to me.
And as soon as you say that, off to the side, you see yourself lying on the ground with Zayla above you as she leans down and pulls the blade from your side and tosses it off. And even though you're stood on grass, you hear the clink, 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 clink. And you see that Zayla stands up on her haunches and extends her wings, looks down at you, and using her lightning breath, fires lightning deep into you, and you see your body go and the astral arms, and as the crash of lightning hits you from Zayla, another beam of lightning energy from the clouds above hits you as you feel your body just kind of go drag forward, and you land and you go with Zayla stood over you, and she goes, "Let's go." And as you reach up to grab the neck of Zayla, a pulse, a giant pulse of whitish blue light washes over you. Washes over all of you in this moment. As you get blinded by this light. Until you all find yourselves held in a sort of stasis beyond time and space. In front of you, including you, Ashar, you see the giant crystalline form of the blue crystal that you were all trying so desperately to make work. I'm going to come to you each individually at this moment. Jove, you hover there, around 5-10 feet away from the face of this crystal. You see your own reflection in it at first. But then as you look deeper, you see a new image. An image of you with shorter hair, wearing your furs, wielding your sword, and opening the gate as you walk through it into the village of Lakeside. You see the image of Sen stood with his back against the wall, and the blue shine to Vito's scales. And you see Feathers just sat there on that fence, looking all mischievous that she did. But then the image changes. As you see yourself stood next to the people I've just described, and Clovis, and Ash. You stood in Celestia, in front of the Platinum Dragon, being charged with the most noble of causes. You've been gifted, and you've been gifted with a cause, the first time in a long time, and you have been dubbed a member of the Fallen. And then a new image. Hard to see what it is, because of the blue shade within the blue crystal, but the more you concentrate, the easier it is to pick out the draconic scales that form Zayla's egg. And the moment that cracked open, and her beautiful blue little face locked with yours, and her eye and your eye shined of this bright blue. As you recount the last 12 months of your journey, tell me, and tell the people at home, seeing these images, What is going through Jove's head right now? And how has this entire journey impacted him?
Sort of, almost sort of third person watching these images. He watches himself descend for the first time and, duck out of the way and think he's just a man in really big armor, and then looking at Feathers and really missing her, surprisingly, more than he thought he would. Joe feels lucky. He feels happy. He lost so much before this even began, and then life was never easy afterwards. And even though most of them aren't here anymore with him, to still have friends, to still have people who will stick by him and put up with him and like him through thick and thin, and people he can call a family and protect, he feels happy to have known that at least in some small way he was able to do this and regain whatever he had lost. And it's just a sort of a calming, happy feeling of just, I did all right, I wasn't the best and I was angry a lot of the time, but I was okay. And they saw that, and it's fine. I'm good. It was good.
Thank you. Marsalius, you find yourself in a similar position. You are suspended a mere few feet away from this reflective crystalline surface as you see your own reflection, but not as you once knew. You see your cheeks ripen with colour, and as you look deeper, you see the first flash of your own images. You see Ashar pulling you and reaching that hand out towards you. And then it shifts and changes into a beautiful rolling hills with this dirt road that stretches out before you with this evanescent glowing light hovering above a city in the distance. And a group of adventurers walking towards you. You see Feathers, Clovis, Jove, and a very familiar face of Ash. Then the image changes, and you see yourself in a forest, surrounded by black ichor. And you see Ashar on her knees with Feathers in her arms, and the group rallying to that cause. And as you get closer and closer to Feathers and your friends, the image changes once more, of you looking out onto a cloud-filled skyline, asking, praying for enlightenment. And finally, having your true identity revealed, and more than that, having Bahamut reveal himself as your patron, and finally knowing that after all this time, you really are a good person, and that there are forces out there that have held you in that stasis for a very long time. But in this moment, Marsalius, as you look back on the memories that you've shared with your friends, tell me, and tell everyone at home, what is going through your heart and your mind?
I think it's it's almost like a deja vu. Once again, I'm suspended in a place where I cannot move. But instead of emptiness that I felt the first time, I feel complete. I I know who I am. I know I have a purpose. And I have people who rely on me and who I can rely on. I'm not alone anymore. And for the first time in a long time, in almost 90 years, I know I'm someone who's loved and respected, brave, loyal. And I'm part of a legacy that I can be proud of.
Thank you. Asha, you find yourself 5 feet away from this reflective surface, and you see yourself, which is surprising. But you look, and you find yourself in a large, open room with shelves packed with books, and this huge wooden desk in front of you, with somebody peering over. As you kind of turn and look, you see Clovis, Feathers, and Vito striding towards you, with Jove and Sen not long behind. You see yourself in a reflection again, but it's not as you are now. You're wearing this beautiful blue, star-inladen dress as you catch your reflection in a metallic surface as you walk down the stairs of the Elturellian Ball, arm in arm with Clovis. And you see dancing. You see Jove with 2 flagons of ale above his head, dancing around the Elturellian Ball, with Feathers pretending to be one of the members of the band who's got everyone on their feet. And as she plays, you see the light fade from her eyes as you find yourself catching her in your arms as you look down at the moment that she fell. And tears streaming from your eyes, hitting her beautiful white plume. And as the final tear strikes, lightning and thunder cracks around you. As you find yourself in the Stormlord Champion's domain, speaking to the Stormlord himself as he chooses you as his given warrior. Ash, as you look back on these memories of everything you've experienced, tell me, what's going through your mind?
I think as Ash is kind of honestly not sure whether she's alive or dead, isn't sure where she is in the world, but is seeing her life story kind of take shape in front of her, she's looking back and seeing how much Clovis was affected by Quinn. Instead of running, he stayed. Seeing Jove showing his vulnerability and his love of fun through the dancing. Seeing in her mind Marcelius looking into her eyes, and as though that was something that he'd been looking for, that she had a purpose. And seeing Feathers in trouble and everyone banding around her to help as much as possible. I see, after the Stormlord's trials, my bed where I woke, surrounded by my friends. Seeing Feathers fall, feeling the heartbreak of losing a sister, feeling the heartbreak of losing time, feeling the heartbreak of people leaving and leaving and leaving, and realizing that her heart, which she had closed off for so long, wasn't so closed off anymore. Realizing how deeply she cares about these people who she's surrounded herself with, and that flash of the empty field, realizing how lonely she had been before that. Just looking at her family, the fallen, her friends, her source of fun, her source of anguish. But she knows she's gonna be with them to the end, no matter what form that may take.
Thank you. Hallie. In this form or another, you see reflections of your journey thus far, some of which unfamiliar to you as Hallie. You see yourself perched on a fence as this hulking, orcish individual walks towards you, and you gather in Lakeside and walk into the Jarl's office and see a half-elven individual hawking over a map of the nearby area who strikes the most gallant pose and immediately strikes conversation with you. You are the most wonderful thing that he has seen in a long time. You see a little bit more of a harrowing sight for those around the table that were there, but you see a grove of mushrooms. Your first encounter with a not idyllic part of your journey. But then things start to change. As these images flash before you, you then see your friends as you enter back into the material realm and stepping through the portal and seeing the aftermath of what came while you were away. Tell me, Hallie and Feathers, as you played both, but tell me, Hallie, as you look back on the journey that we've had, how do you feel?
Standing there, she feels overwhelmed with all the flooding images of this other being that she's only heard stories of. And she gets a sense of how she's always felt small in both forms, that her contribution to the world, while entertaining in some forms, wasn't impactful. But seeing all these images and knowing what has come before, she suddenly feels not that she matters, but that she can make a difference. And that in her own small way, she can change the world.
Thank you. And last but most certainly not least, Clovis. You find yourself suspended in this moment, staring into this crystal at your own reflection, one that you've come to know and love over the many years of your journey. And as you stare deeper into that image, you find yourself in a wooden cabin, stood perched over a desk, stifling small scrolls into your pocket when the Jarl's back is turned. As these brave adventurers enter into the room, and you next see yourself outside a great castle, surrounded by enemy forces, and finally making that decision to be a force for good. You see yourself in a tall tower with a spiraling staircase running up one side, with your little feathered companion next to you, on the brink of enacting your first plot. Successfully, I might add.
Yep, nothing went wrong.
Nothing went wrong. But finally, you rest on a single image that has become your most potent cause for right in the world, as you see the reflection of Quinn staring back at you. And you see the moment that you come to realize that this is in fact your daughter. And Clovis, as you reach out your hand, you see, almost as if you're reenacting that moment, as you brush the hair from her head over her ear. And as you look upon your fondest memories of the last few months, tell me how you feel and what's going through your mind.
So, in this sort of liminal space of sort of memories and things that made Clovis who he is, as he brushes the hair from Quinn's eye and over her ear, there's a flash, almost. And Clovis takes Quinn's place, having his hair brushed over his ear, though he's a much younger man. And as he sort of realised he switched places with where he was, that hand stroking the hair over his ear is that of his mother, Elaine, lying in a bed with several blankets, pale skin, but a smile on her face. She says, "Don't worry about me. You're a smart boy, Gavin. You can be whatever you want. You can be whoever you want to be." And the many ups and downs of his long journey flash before his eyes, his hijinks, his mistakes. And he looks down at his mother on her bed and he says, "Well, I chose to be selfish." And she looks up at him and goes, "Oh, darling, you're a good person." And as she says it, he hears the echoes of everyone who has ever said those four words: Ash, Jove, Feathers, Michael, all of them echo behind her. "You're a good person, you're a good person, you're a good person." And he takes a moment to pause, and he's back in front of all of his friends. And he looks over to see his mother standing there. And he says, "Well, seems to all be over now. Better to be selfless in death than selfish in life." And he looks around and he sees Feathers there, and he gives Feathers a wry grin, looking forward to whatever they're going to get up to now, wherever they are. Still very much convinced that he's dead.
In this moment...
And he feels an immense feeling of identity. He chose who he thought he wanted to be and who he thought he was best suited to be, but amongst these people he found who he really is. And he stumbles to even think it, but it's a good person. And he clutches his hand at the side of his thigh, and almost as if he knew it was already there, Quinn's hand is in his.
Thank you. As you all stand in this space, reflecting on the journey that has been, the crystal itself starts to glow. For in the reflection of the crystal, you see who you are as people on the inside. You see what you have accomplished. You see what has brought you to this point. And every single one of you realize that it's people around you. And as that realization dawns, the crystal itself glows and rises up. And as you follow it up, and as the vision of the crystal leaves your eye line, you're stood, or you're suspended in a space with all 5 of you in it. Hallie, as everybody turns to look towards you, tell me, in this moment, what do they see?
She hasn't changed much. Though you see the way she normally wears her leotard, she has one arm that is it's a one-armed leotard, and she has a glove on the other arm. You see her remove the glove, and there is a scar that goes down it that only Ash has seen it, but it kind of just tinkles and fades away. And you just see her smile. So.
Michael, or Marcellius, should I say. As your friends take you in this moment, tell me, how do you appear to them?
Where he's held in place, Marcellus looks like the perfect mix between who he is and who he once thought himself to be. His clothes they look similar to before in both style and shape. The same sort of leather vest and coat. But there's one major difference. Black and white coloration, equally split in the middle, adorned with streaks of golden lining, sort of merges the two together, almost as an acceptance of both sides, the warlock and the sorcerer. His hair has grown out again, resting like it once did, just about shoulder length. But where the white streak once was, it is now a golden hue. And the aura that you've all seen now once or twice is clearly visible as a constant, like a white and golden halo around him. And the tattoo of Bahamut that he had on his forearm from feathers has almost branched up his entire arm and been sleeved into the majestic dragon that gave him a second chance.
Very good. And Clovis, when your friends look at you, how do you appear to them?
Immaculate, as always.
As always. Moving on.
Clovis is wearing his navy blue suit, his purple cravat, his gleaming shoes, and his cane sort of tucked between his elbow and his hip, with standing behind and to the side of Quinn with one hand on her shoulder, just looking at her as she looks forwards.
How does she appear in this moment?
She appears relaxed, casual, still very fashionable. But she looks determined. And she reaches over and puts a hand on the hand I have on her shoulder.
Thank you. Ash, tell us how your friends would see you now.
So kind of in this space where we're all suspended, there's almost an absence for the moment. And if people have kind of, I mean, mainly Clovis and Jove, if they had kind of had active thought, they would notice probably an absence in the group. But then you see motes of starlight and lightning begin to coalesce and form around each other and take down kind of do, but the usual kind of stars that were scattered across the dark blue hair are kind of becoming bolts of lightning themselves, interwoven with the hair itself. You see kind of her outfit is now almost a fusion of the kind of dress that seems to appear in her astral, in her Stormlord champion form, but also with her monk garb. She's got kind of tight-fitting trousers and the casual bodice with, you know, a bit of cleavage because it's Ash. But there's also swirling like skirts of black surrounding her, mirroring kind of the flow of the dress and picking up in the wind that surrounds her. And you see atop her head a small crown with the symbol of Talos framing her forehead.
Thank you. And Jove, how do you appear to your friends in this moment?
Jove, he doesn't seem to have changed in the slightest. The sort of ramshackle put together leathers and armor pieces are still there, but there seems to be an absence of tribalism almost. The furs have gone, the boots and armor are more just things he has found. Around his neck there is this sort of bluish scarf wrap around that sort of comes down one shoulder, and it's sort of like a it's kind of two blues. It's sort of monkish but also kind of dragonish, and it sort of just sits across a small, badly carved looking sort of purplish pin that looks like an owl in flight. Just is clipped here to keep these two, like to keep it wrapped on. On his buckle is a horseshoe. The main difference with Jove when he comes to this is that he is smiling, but it's a very genuine, confident, happy smile of someone he would want to portray as a hero or someone could rely on. There's no furrowed brow, there's no lines or creases where he looks annoyed. It's just a genuine sort of confident smile as he walks out in this very simple attire that he would wear. He doesn't want to be big, he doesn't want to be proud, he just wants to be relied on. And this is what he tries to permeate through this look now.
Thank you. As you all stand, held in this space, looking out at your friends, a new sensation draws close. As the sound of distant cheer and screams of joy enter your mind. And as you look around, you find yourselves on the icy rock in the courtyard of the once falling castle as it hovers in place. All your friends mere feet away, and the cheers of victory from below Thousands of voices echoing through the air. Okay. As the final moments of our long and arduous campaign draw to a close, the echoes of your adventures will reverberate through the chambers of your memories. I invite you to gather round, my friends, one last time. Do not go forth into the night with a heavy heart. For countless hours, we have embarked on this epic journey together, weaving tales of heroism, camaraderie, and resilience. We faced dragons, thwarted dark sorceries, and unearthed the secrets of forgotten realms. Through laughter and tears, through triumphs and defeats, we have built a world of our own, filled with characters and places that will linger in our hearts forever. But now, as the sun sets on this chapter of our shared story, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Think of the friendships forged around this table, the laughter that has echoed throughout this room, and the collective joy of creating something truly extraordinary together. Your dedication, creativity, and the bonds that you've formed with each other have made this campaign truly unforgettable. As your characters, the heroes of this tale, stand victorious, remember the growth and transformation they underwent. Recall the moments of sacrifice and valor, the choices made in the face of darkness, and the warmth of friendship that has illuminated even the darkest of dungeons. While our campaign might be ending, the stories that we've told here will continue to ripple through our lives. You've learned lessons, all of you, of courage, empathy, and resilience through your characters and as players. Carry these lessons with you. They are a testament to the power of storytelling and the boundless imagination for those who dare to dream. In this final moment, as you bid farewell to the world that we've created together, remember the stories of heroes are never truly over. They live on in the hearts and minds of those who have shared in their adventures. So as we lower the curtain on this campaign, know that the memories that we've created here together will forever be a beacon of hope. A reminder that the extraordinary can happen if you just choose to believe. Believe in a world beyond your own. A world of love, friendship, chance, and hope. Thank you. Thank all of you for allowing me to be your guide on this incredible journey. The adventures may end, and that is sometimes the way it is. But the friendships and memories forged at this table will live on, lighting the way for new beginnings and new epic tales to be told. And to everyone at home who's joined us for this incredible journey, thank you. Thank you for choosing Tales on Tap. Know that we are truly blessed to have had you stay with us as we weave our way through this glorious game. It has been our genuine pleasure to be here for all of you. We have been, we will always be Tales on Tap. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.